It's a chimney. It's my version of a chimney.
It's time to get you up to speed on all things sports.
Yes!
With plenty of nonsense in between.
Oh, look! Here comes our fearless producer!
Gwynn and Chris starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
And welcome into it, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Yeah, it can be a happy Monday. Why not? We've talked about it before. 1/7 of your life. So time to start figuring out a way to enjoy your Mondays a little bit. And we'll try to make it just that much better for you. Little Gwynn and Chris for the next few hours here on San Diego's #1 sports talk station, 97.3 The Fan. Chris Ello, I see Matt Skraby on my screen.
I took away. I don't know.
We are both in the Odyssey Palace studios. There's Tony Gwynn Jr. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. The Tony Gwynn Jr. feast is upon us.
I took him off of the...
He's got a feast going at Petco
Tony.
Park.
You can put me back on. Why you take me off?
Let's see what he
I told you I
has.
was going down to get Trey food.
Yeah, that was just even for him. It's for the youngster. It's for the youngster.
You came back with
it looked like you had a lot.
5 pounds of food.
Looked like you had a lot, but hey. We're all here.
It's a to-go box for my son.
Trey needs to eat. He's a growing boy. Padres with a good weekend. To me, an important one, right? The Diamondbacks, took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. The Phillies won their series, but the Padres kept pace. 2 nice wins here to close out the weekend over the Houston Astros, and Padres still just a game out of that final wild card spot. Tonight, welcoming in the team with the best record in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers. But I don't think the Padres have played really, really good baseball lately, Tony. And yesterday, I didn't even know that was the San Diego Padres I was looking at. It looked more like the 27 Yankees, just mashing balls over the boards. Even home runs hit yesterday by guys that weren't on the team 24 hours prior to the game.
Yeah, it was the most straightforward game I think the Padres have had all year long. Outside of the 2-run shot that did put them behind early, there was no scares. There was no they came up in spots to get hits. They got them. And then they didn't look back. The bullpen did. On a night where they didn't use their top-end, back-end guys, they still get zeros across the board from everybody. And that's just, you're starting to see this bullpen come together. And they're not even fully healthy yet. You're still missing Jason Adams. They're still missing David Morgan. So it was a great performance. If you want to really make it simple, Manny, Toddy, Jackson all had a hand in it. And where you going, Skrabe? Just going to leave?
Maybe he's hungry and now I don't know. He just walked right out of the room.
He didn't like what I had to say.
You want to start over, Tony? That wasn't obviously upsetting to the producer of the show there. Whatever it was,
he just got up and walked off.
Pretty much that's it.
Nonetheless, good baseball this weekend from the Pods. Now another first-place team comes to town.
Yeah, well, you talked about the game yesterday in terms of feeling in total control. That's what happens when your bullpen plus Vasquez retire the final 22 hitters. The Astros did not have a base runner after the 3rd inning. So, they obviously was never a threat. And in the meantime, you talked about it. We've talked about it. On and on and on. But this team has been waiting all year for the big guys to come to the party. Manny was certainly first to arrive, but it's pretty clear now that both Jackson and Fernando are there. You look at the leaders, which I did today, Tony, and OPS since the All-Star break, top 5 guys in all of baseball. Jackson Merrill's number 4, Fernando's number 5. So we all of a sudden have 2 of the top hitters in the entire league, since the All-Star break, and that's with power. Jackson's got 8 home runs. There's only 1 or 2 players that have 9. I think Matt Olson has 9 since the All-Star break. But, so they're as good a hitters right now as there is in the game. And, if they're going to hit like this, they're going to make the playoffs. I know that, there's still some questions, especially with the 2 new pitchers. Neither pitched well in their first outing. Robbie Ray struggled on Friday night. Although I will say, people say, well, he walked a bunch of guys. I go, yeah, well, Robbie Ray walks a bunch of guys. That's just kind of what he does. Yeah. So get used to that. But normally, he wasn't sharp, and certainly Casey Mize wasn't. He'll get another chance tonight. But I did notice, looking around baseball, that of all of the new guys, big name pitchers, other than maybe Kevin Gausman, I think he pitched okay. Clay Holmes, not very good. Freddie Peralta, really bad, actually, in his first start. Scuba was okay. Yeah, so, you got to give these guys a chance to settle in. We know what these 2 pitchers can do. And with those 2, and now we're getting word that Musgrove is, getting closer and closer on the mend. It's quite remarkable, Tony, because it was seriously no more than 3 weeks ago that I think all of us kind of correctly thought this just wasn't going to work this year. And now it's certainly, seems like it has a very good chance to end up working out. So things have changed nicely.
It was all predicated on the offense kind of doing what we've seen them do lately, right? I mean, it became much harder when the offense was not, playing at the level you thought they could. Now, as they have started to do so, it's a little bit easier to kind of piece it together on the other side. It has been. And now you add these 2 guys, and I think you're right. You look across the board, and that might just be a coincidence in 2026, but nobody has thrown the ball well, with the exception of maybe Gausman. And I would say Scuba probably would tell you he wasn't like as good as he normally is.
Yeah, as he'd like to be, sure.
Yeah. And so, here we go. Round 2 for Mize, round 2 for Ray in a couple of days. Buehler sandwiched in between. This team right here that the Padres are going to play this is a good ball club. They do a lot of things well. Run the bases, they play defense, they're going to pitch. And we saw that. This was a really tough 3-game series earlier in the year when we went to Milwaukee. So this is, I think, expect the same thing, except the Padres are actually playing better offensively than they were the first time around.
Yeah, one thing to take a note of, at least as of yesterday, the Brewers put their rookie shortstop, Cooper Pratt, on the injured list. Their other shortstop, Joey Ortiz, did not play in the game yesterday. He had some nagging, some injuries. They ended up playing their third baseman, David Hamilton, at shortstop. The Brewers, and they brought up a former Pirate who hasn't been in the major leagues for 2 years, Juwan Bay. And I think he was playing over at third base. Or no, Andrew Vaughn played third base. Their normal first baseman moved over to play third. So the Brewers are going through a little flux on the left side of the infield. Now we'll see how it looks tonight once the lineups come out. But, they have a couple of things that they're certainly, dealing with over there. And hopefully, that will benefit the Padres. The other thing that is really weird that I don't think people really realized until I kind of was pointed in my direction this morning. Do you know that the Padres right now are a game out of the 6th seed for the wild card? We know that, right? They're a game behind the Phillies or a game behind the Diamondbacks. But do you know who the 3 seed is right now? As in who the Padres would play if they ended up in the 6th seed?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers are now the 3 seed.
Yep.
The Dodgers have fallen behind not only the Brewers, but they've now fallen behind the Braves. And so who knows where it's going to all end up? There's 7 weeks to go. But for the moment, the Dodgers would actually be your potential best of 3 series round opponent. So that has added a little intrigue in my mind anyway. So it's going to –
I think it's also – that's added intrigue, but, they're also tied. They're also 1 game out of the 5 spot. So that could be a rematch with the Cubs in Wrigley again.
Yes,
so
could do that too.
It's all kind of intriguing for sure.
Yeah, and it's a lot more fun for it to be intriguing than it would be if we had just kind of dropped the baton there 3 weeks ago and went away. So, I know people still say, well, we gave up things. We got these two pitchers. They haven't really contributed. Well, each has had one start, so let's be a little more patient. But I don't care what future might be. To me, this is what we sign up for, I think. Every year, mid-August, we got games that really matter and games that we can't wait to see. And so this is what, this has become really exciting all of a sudden. And it was a good weekend for the Friars. Tonight, it will be Casey Mize, one of the guys that the Brewers would not part with, apparently, in the Tarek Skubal sweepstakes was Logan Henderson, the rookie. He's going to start for the Brewers tonight. I guess better him than Tarek Skubal. So I'll just look at it that way as we open up the series. But the Padres hitting is going to be challenged this week, Tony. No Mizorowski, but you have Kyle Harrison, a lefty, pitching tomorrow, who has been lights out.
They saw him in Milwaukee through
right the first time. I don't think they touched him.
Is that the game that Griffin Canning?
It might have been. Might have been. And then the third game in this series, they're going to face Dustin May, who pitched like a 2-hit shutout against them in St. Louis earlier this year. So they got the work cut out.
No easy nights.
No easy nights
from an offensive standpoint, for sure.
All right, we're underway. Gwynn and Chris, happy to have you with us. Of course, it's a good show. We're here till 5:30 pregame. Tony's out at the ballpark. Hopefully, Trey will give him some of that food he brought. Skraby and I will sit here and eat scraps and celery sticks, and we'll get rolling here with Gwynn and Chris on 97.3 The Fan.
For the most in-depth Padres
we've got a lineup now available. Skraby, why don't you give it to us?
All right. Leading off, playing right field for your San Diego Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Batting second, playing second, Jake Cronenworth, Manny Machado, batting third, playing third. I like how they keep doing this for me, but it's going to end here because Ty France is cleaning up at first base. Jackson Merrill, center field, batting fifth. Luis Rengifo in left field, batting sixth. Gavin Sheets, batting seventh, DHing. Freddie Fermin in the eighth spot, catching. Sungmoon Song playing shortstop tonight. Casey Mize pitching.
Freddie Fermin gets back-to-back, and it's interesting because Campusano was kind of handed that, but Freddie Fermin is wrestling it back away because he's been doing well. And yeah, that's what you go with, the guy that's getting the job done. But
I think he's giving him 2 games like he gave Campusano, because it was kind of going back and forth. Campy was getting 2.
Okay.
Now I think Freddie has gotten better. His offensively swinging it better.
Yeah.
Give him a couple to kind of ride the wave a little bit.
Get a little momentum going. Sun Moon Song in there, Tony, never concerns me defensively. Bogarts is out tonight, but I mean, Sun Moon Song defensively has been incredible. I hope I don't jinx him, but he's been so fun to watch. At no matter what position the guy comes up with stuff. No. And we should mention Gavin Sheets' home run yesterday, because I know Gavin would want us to. It's been a long time coming for him. He had been on one of those stretches where the team's playing great, so I don't know that people were paying much attention, but I'm sure you go 6 for 60. You start wondering, am I ever going to get a hit again? And, Gavin Sheets they wouldn't even have been where they were without Gavin Sheets the first 3 months, Tony. So let's get him back.
First homer, I think, since the end of June. And so he gets back on the board. He had hit probably 5 homers in that span just to the right of the foul ball.
They were all foul, yeah.
he had kind of been on that for a while where, he's almost like he just needed to kind of change his sight lines a little bit, move him from right, just slide him over a little bit to center. But it was good to see him get on it. I think he's battling a foot. He's battling plantar fasciitis in the worst way. And so when it's your left leg, your drive leg, the torque you have to put on, like kind of corkscrewing that foot into the ground as you try to rotate, it can be a little painful. But good to see him get on the board yesterday. There's nothing really to dislike about the offense yesterday. Now, Song in the line today, glove has never been an issue. He's going to catch it. May have to be a little wiser on the base pass from time to time.
Yes, Thursday. It was Friday night, stolen of third. It wasn't that long ago that I totally forgot it. So, yeah. Trying to steal third. That took him out of the rally. Yeah. Yeah.
So, outside of that, this is why having, depth matters this time of year, right? Bogey's obviously been struggling. Get him out, let him reset. You can throw Song in there. He's defensively, he's going to make every play. And now the offense has got to keep doing what it's been doing.
I've been waiting since Friday to ask you about the incident. I don't know if that might be overstating it. But I want to take you back to Fernando in the batter's box Friday night and either getting quick pitched or not being ready. I'm sure you can kind of clear this up, Tony, because I didn't really, I couldn't tell. But he was I've never seen him that upset. I really don't think I've ever seen Fernando that mad. And he backed out of the box twice. The umpire kept yelling over to the dugout, something like, "What do you want me to do?" I don't, again, I'm going to ask you to hopefully clear this up for us. And then he smashes a home run up into almost knocked down the Western Metal Company building over there. But how mad was he? He didn't even skip when he came around third base. He was still that angry. So who was he mad at? And can you shed a little light on that?
His frustration probably is with both, right? The rule is you have to make eye contact with the pitcher. And I think Toddy, in his mind, wasn't making eye contact. But I think, it was who who was the home plate umpire?
I forget
Jim
who.
Wolf was the umpire. Wolfie was. I think he deemed him having peaked early and then kind of put his head down, which would indicate that you've already made eye contact. You can't now unmake it. And so I think that happened twice. And maybe the first time he didn't actually. I know one of the times he definitely kind of looked out first and then kind of put his head down. I didn't see the first one that he was upset, but ultimately he had to pay the price for it.
The pitcher did. Yeah.
The pitcher did, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether it was Jim he was mad at or the pitcher was the one who paid for it in the major way.
Can I just say, Fernando,
have you ever seen him that mad, Skraby? I mean, just in the moment, I mean,
no, I don't think I have.
I mean, he really was
frustrated.
perturbed.
He
seemed like
he was, and he needs to get perturbed more often.
Yes, no
I
kidding.
don't know that to me he didn't come off as perturbed. He was like annoyed. Like, I can't believe you letting this guy just throw the ball.
Yeah,
he didn't make eye contact. He was irritated, but it's always great when as soon as he hit it, you knew he was gonna.
I love his drop of the bat because he knows, everybody knows. But I gotta say,
now look what you made me do.
Exactly.
That's how that was what that was.
Fernando has had some monster home runs this year.
Well,
he had one out of basically Truist Park, which was insane. He also had the one in Arizona, and then he had one yesterday. I don't know that I've seen many balls go to the second deck in the corner.
Was anybody concerned about his power the first half of the year? Because I certainly wasn't. Did I ever mention it?
And no, you never mentioned it once, Chris.
I didn't think I did. But one last thing on Fernando getting, the immediate, dividend of the home run. What he did there was something that all of us wish happened in the world more often. And what I mean by that is somebody does something dumb or does something rude to you that bothers you. You would love it if in that next instant, like the person didn't see and ran into a wall. Do you know what I mean? Like did something embarrassing so that you could say, ha, got you back. But that never happens in the real world. No, but it happened right then because the pitcher upset Fernando and he got him right back. So. Good moment.
That was the ultimate get back right there.
Yeah, for sure. And I'd just ask you one last thing. I mean, we're going to give you guys a little We're doing a Padre Pen Pal later. And I know there's a question in there that we talked about with AJ Preller and, this, that, and the other. And we'll get into the question later. Can't we appreciate that the guy either is lucky or he's damn good? First, he got Luis Rengifo, who's been, I don't know where, this guy. Now he brings in Austin Hayes. I didn't even know where Austin Hayes was. I know he started the season with the White Sox, played 12 games, and he homers in his first game yesterday. I mean, that's a bit lucky, but I'm just saying, for AJ Preller is on this stuff every time.
I think you bring up a great point, Chris, and maybe we don't say it enough in terms of those specific moves. It's not a coincidence that it keeps happening at this point.
Right?
He signs a guy, they do well, they do better than expected pretty much every time. Whether, we're talking Gavin, whether we're talking who are the guys Solano and
how about Ty France? That was a pretty good pickup.
Yeah. Like this isn't these. Okay, one time, cool. Maybe that was like two times. But we're on like 5, 6, 7 times now at this point. Like, I don't know that's just good scouting and understanding, whoever the player is and who you're bringing in. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah, and he would be the first to say we should add, Tony, that it's not just him. He has a pretty good staff of people who help him make these decisions.
That's well scouted. Well, these guys, he has all the information that he needs in order to make a good decision.
Yeah, well, if you're wondering more about Austin Hayes, he started with Baltimore. He had a 22 home run season in the early 2021, 16, 18.
We actually
so he's had some years.
When he got traded in 25, right, from Baltimore to Cincy.
Yeah. Well, he stopped in Philadelphia for a cup of coffee, and then he went on to Cincinnati. But yes, ended up with the Reds last year. Hit 15 home runs last year. So nothing wrong. And he plays left, he plays center, and he plays right. And that makes him a valuable addition at this point.
I think he also has more home runs than Xander Bogaerts in the last couple months.
That was nice. There's always somebody to there's always somebody to put a little
perspective.
No, not perspective. Somebody
He's got more homers than what? What happened? I missed it.
Oh, I was wondering,
just
'cause
ripped,
Tony didn't-
he ripped
No,
Xander in there.
I said Austin Hayes has more home runs than Xander in the last couple months.
There's always somebody.
All right.
There's always somebody. You try to get in a
let's get
good
to break.
mood.
Yeah.
Let's get to break. On the other side, where we going?
We got a little. You know what? We used to do a segment called the Weekend Whip Around.
We did, huh?
Yeah.
Weekend rip around.
How does that work?
It is a
Way back
Monday.
when we talk about what happened over the weekend in a whip around fashion.
No, are you gonna take us on this journey?
I could try. That was more of a you guys thing.
No,
but yeah.
I think you should take us on the journey.
All right. Well, I got to tell you that Buffalo created a great $2.2 billion stadium with
Oh, wow.
well.
The Bills
terrible
are
seats.
taking some heat, and they deserve it.
yes, and DeAndre Hopkins accused the GM of the Cardinals of something that is a pretty big deal, and then he deleted the tweet. So we'll go over that.
There's always fun stuff that happens on the weekend.
Yes.
More Gwynn and Chris on the other side.
Ben and Wood.
Hey, to you, Padres, I thought big weekend in terms of coming through, not losing any ground. Diamondbacks were able to get 2 out of 3 over the slumping Dodgers. Dodgers will go Tarek Skubal tonight against the KC Royals. And as I mentioned earlier, the Dodgers have now fallen into the first round of the playoffs. They're the 3rd seed in the National League at the moment. Could we have a 3-game series in L.A. to kick off the playoffs?
Which, by the way, is where they finished last year, too.
The Dodgers, right. They were the 3 seed last year and had to beat the Reds in the very first round. Good point, Tony. And that didn't seem to bother them, obviously, as they went on and won their World Series. But I do think, as a way of looking ahead, people say, like, if you got to beat the Dodgers, would you rather beat them 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 7? Even though the whole series would be in L.A., I think 2 out of 3 gives you your best shot. Yes or no?
I don't disagree.
You disagree?
I don't disagree.
Oh, you don't?
I don't disagree.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I don't disagree. I mean, listen, you're playing a good team. They have the depth. So, like, that's an advantage for them the longer the series is, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think anything can happen. I think we've seen that anything can happen in those 3-game series, regardless of if you're the home or away team. Anything can happen.
And we also saw the Mets team that the Padres beat was supposed to be pretty unbeatable that year.
It was a 100-win team.
Yeah. So anyway, we're llooking ahead. We have to take care of some business tonight, starting with the Brew Crew, and they're having an incredible season as they have the best record in all of baseball. Skraby's going to take. Sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
Real quick. I mean, the Cubs nipping at their heels too. Like, Cubs have closed the gap on what was a laugher early. I won't be surprised if that's a toss up between those two at the end. Both will go to the playoffs, but they're both playing at a high level.
The Brewers, I mean, you got to give them some credit because Skraby and I looked this up, was a couple weeks ago, and now I don't have the stat in front of me, but they had like 6 guys on their team that are getting paid big time money, $10 million. Remember when we did that stat? It's something like they have 6 guys making $10 million. The Padres had like 12 or 13 guys making that money, and I'm sure other teams have even more guys. But the Brewers do an incredible job of piecing it together. I mean, other than Jackson Chourio, Christian Yelich, who else jumps out at you?
Technically, if you look at this year, they're only paying 2 guys over $10 million.
2 guys.
Christian Yelich and Jackson Chourio. William Contreras is 9.4.
Okay. So, yeah. That's
and Brandon. On the injured list, there's more guys. Brandon Woodruff makes a bunch.
Guys.
Yeah, but not as many as other teams.
Not as many as other teams. It seems like a no-name team, but it's not. These guys all play, and they play well. And it's going to be a good challenge this week. Are you ready to take us on a whip around? I'm kind of excited to strap in and see where we're going to go here.
Do we want to start with something very sad and work our way up, or do we want to start up and work our way down?
I think it's start down and work our way up. We don't need to.
Let's finish let's finish on a bright note.
Okay, I like it. This is very sad. Roger Craig was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame over the weekend, and he was not there, but he did record a speech, and here is what he announced to everyone.
I've been diagnosed with vascular dementia that my doctors believe may be related, at least in part, to the concussions I experienced during my career. The changes were gradual. At first, they were easy to dismiss as normal aging. Over time, my family noticed it too, and ultimately led us to seek answers from my doctor.
So that is what he announced, and if you want to watch the whole video, you can. It is online, but that's obviously a very sad thing to hear from someone who made so many people happy with what he did on the field.
I choose to watch highlights of Roger Craig running the football and catching the football and doing the things that put him into the Hall of Fame. But it's certainly not something you can totally just discard. This happened. Who was the last? Amon Green. The Packers' great
ALS.
running back talking about having battling Parkinson's. I think
Parkinson's,
it was.
Yes, you're right.
Parkinson's,
And
yeah.
I mean, the fact that Roger Craig said, doctors believe it could be traced back to some of his injuries. I think anybody who watches football would think that is certainly a possibility. And, more and more this is coming to light, Tony, with players, the former great NFL players who get old, not just CTE, but other stuff. They seem to be more prone to having these kinds of things happen. And, I don't know where it's all going to go.
Can I clean one thing up real quick?
Sure.
He was there in Canton. He just videotaped his remarks.
Okay.
I have to say.
Thank you. But I love Roger Craig as a player, and I hate to see something like this. Really, really sad. I don't know what you do, Tony. I mean, are you going to? How can you make? They say they're trying to make football safer. I think that maybe they are, but the athletes are not getting any smaller, and they're not getting any less strong. So the hits keep coming. And
I thought
go ahead.
Roger Craig kind of said it best. I was listening to some of the things he was saying, and he was basically like, both things can be true. Football gave me a life that I never could have imagined, and it led me to do all the things that I wanted to do in life. But there also can be ramifications of that.
Yeah.
And he seemingly has accepted that as, a part of the trade-off, right? I got to do something I loved and I was passionate about. It provided not only me, but my family a life that I probably would have never have lived without it. But the trade-off is that now I have dementia, and it's a tough trade-off for sure. I think most would not trade it off, but they're not Roger Craig. He seemed to be at peace with it. And at least that makes me feel better about it from a selfish standpoint, that he's at peace. It'd be different if he was just like troubled by, the trade-off there and maybe not understanding
regret
it
or something.
Right. But it doesn't seem like he has that.
The first thing I would say, Tony, is I agree with you. Second, I would say is that nobody sat down with Roger Craig in 1978 when he was going to Nebraska and, trying to get himself ready for an NFL career a couple of years after that and say, you're probably running a higher risk of getting dementia or Parkinson's or even worse, CTE. That obviously was not information that anybody was passing along to Roger Craig or any of the players at that time. I wonder now if that is something that I know parents, it's on their minds. A lot of parents who see their kids playing football. But I wonder, are they going to get to a point where we ever say to a young athlete in college, hey, we love you playing football, understand some of the risks that go with it? Because I don't think the NFL would ever admit to. I mean, it took them forever to admit to even the fact that CTE existed, let alone admitting to the fact that you're more prone to it.
I think they do have.
Would they start passing this around to players and say, hey, you're going to play football? Unfortunately, it's a small chance, but you better know about it.
I think at this point, if you're playing football, you know the risks. Roger Craig certainly didn't. Nobody at that time knew the risk. If you are playing in 2026, without a doubt, that there is incredible risk by playing. And it seems like hadn't slowed guys that like people still, they're willing to trade it off. And you can't, it's really hard to judge that decision, right? They're living in the moment now. We talk about that all the time. I can't live for what could happen 20, 40 years later, but I can live in the now. And so it's hard to really judge guys who like, I'll trade it off anytime.
I've been saying this for a little bit, but I'm starting to get the sinking feeling. Sinking meaning that, I love football, but I don't know how long we're going to be playing football with this stuff. I don't think this is going to ever stop football.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This won't. I don't think this will.
This specific thing, no.
I think because by what you're saying, Skraby, but that would mean that people would just make the decision.
Yes.
That they're not going to play.
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be any signs of
I don't see that
them
happening.
like losing numbers to play the game.
I really do hope that the things that they have come up with in the last few years are helping at least somewhat.
I won't be surprised if we start seeing more and more guys out except the quarterback wear those
Guardian cap.
Those Guardian caps. I think that's going to start taking hold first before anything else.
I noticed when I watched the HBO Hard Knocks the other night, which, by the way, I want to go on record. I'm over Hard Knocks, but my wife still watches it religiously. She thinks it's the greatest show ever. This year it's the Seahawks, which is interesting having a Super Bowl team.
But they try to stay far away from it.
That is interesting.
Yeah, normally it's not the case, but it's the Seahawks this year. But what I noticed, every guy at practice had the padded helmets now. It's not just a few guys; it's every guy. So
yeah, that wasn't the case last year. So it's already making movement.
It's already making movement. But yeah, you bring this up. It is sad, Skraby. There's no question. I mean, I think the best to Roger Craig and all these guys. But the Hall of Fame is, a celebration of what these guys did. Roger Craig, there's a picture of him right here on his Wikipedia page. That's what I remember from Roger Craig. Tony, if you look at this, if you get a second, he's toting the football in his left hand. His right knee, he's high. His knee, when he ran, it's up, almost hitting his left arm holding the ball.
Yeah.
That he had such a style.
They said his motor with his knees was incredible.
Anybody wanted to tackle
it was like
this guy.
Pistons.
Yeah, exactly. It was Pistons.
Loved and I hated Roger Craig because he played on the 49ers, but I loved him because he was that great.
When I was growing up, that was the thing. Knees high like Roger Craig.
Well, you can say it, but you can't do it.
No, of course not.
You can say it, but
you have to be extremely flexible to get your knees as high as Roger Craig.
Yeah, but
anyway.
All these other guys going to the Hall of Fame, that was, a great part of the weekend.
Yes.
For sure.
To another story, DeAndre Hopkins, Mr. 99er, as Chris likes to call him, Nuke.
Former 99, yeah.
Yes. He made some news over the weekend because he told the Arizona Republic this, quote, "I got set up when I played for this team and lost $13 million. Scheme Slime was my GM. Contaminated drug test. Go figure out how that happened." So what he is referencing is that former Cardinals GM Steve Keim was the one who maybe contaminated his drug test so that DeAndre Hopkins didn't get paid his $5.2 million because then he had
a bonus?
No, he had a 6-game suspension, so he lost $5.2 million due to the suspension.
So he's claiming that was a trainer or a doctor?
No, he doesn't.
The GM.
No, well,
GM.
He doesn't have any other things to say about this other than Scheme Slime was a contaminated drug test. Go figure out how that happened.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying.
I don't know. He's going to get a lot of support on the top.
Nah.
He deleted the tweet right after, or he deleted, whatever he said after.
There you go. He was, he was in mood.
He was in a mood.
I think he realized this ain't what I want. Let me go ahead and erase this one. By him erasing it, it kind of like it defeats the purpose of having the discussion if what he said was actually, he clearly doesn't think it was true. He just erased it.
Yeah, if it was true, he would keep it up there.
Leave it up there.
He would, but it got some attention and he took it down. DeAndre Hopkins still looking for a team. I believe he said that he is trying to still play, but no,
he's coaching. Yeah,
Stephon Diggs finally found a team, and now I don't know if you guys.
I think Stephon Diggs is a little bit better.
Well, Stephon Diggs went from saying that he's the best number 2 receiver in football back to saying he's now one of the best number 1s. Now that he's been signed,
he must have got to Commanders and looked around. Was like,
right, he's like, yeah, pretty good for this team. Speaking of the Commanders, though, they may not have as much time to throw, Skraby. Based on this
Laramie
other
Tunsil,
story with the former pot smoking left tackle.
Will you remove him?
How can you ever forget that shot of him?
Because he didn't
the
release
man
the picture.
Got caught with one gas mask. He ain't been.
There is no way anyone can ever look at this guy play without picturing that gas mask.
You act like you've never been had a picture taken of you with a bong gas mask on, Chris.
Yeah, you're right.
You act like that never happened.
No, the one that I did have, it's followed me.
It's followed you. No, it has not, because it would be your profile picture on my account if it was. going to another guy, Quinnen Williams. He was
no,
traded.
we didn't tell what happened. Tunsil's out.
Oh, he's out because he reportedly tore his triceps.
Yeah,
which
so
are
that's a
one of the
long
triceps.
injury.
That's a really long injury. I've done that. That does not feel
tore
great.
your tricep
Yeah,
off
you
the
did.
bone?
I have a
Don't you have
big
to
old
have
scar.
muscles there?
Hey.
Oh, yes, right. You did.
Yeah,
You did.
I did. I
remember you
was
talking
actually
about that.
lifting weights when I tore it.
That bad boy rolled up like one of those window joints.
It did. It tore a little bit. It hurt. I went home and I was like, you know what? Next week I'm just going to go harder for some reason.
I remember back in the day at the Arc. That's that's the student weight room. It says I remember watching Drew tear his bicep and watching that bad boy roll up his shoulder. It was disgusting.
Oh,
He had like a whole indention in his bicep area because it was gone.
it's like an Achilles. You can see that too.
When it rolls up like that, you just go put a little guguacamole on it. Rolled up,
rolled taco.
you're good to go.
Quinnen Williams of the Cowboys. He has signed a 3-year, $105.9 million extension to stay with the Cowboys. Now we remember last year they traded for him after they traded Micah Parsons away, and they needed to make a splash because they traded their best lineman away, so they needed to get someone back. And Quinnen Williams is now a Cowboy.
Do we have to continue? Have the Cowboys done anything to make us think that they're going to be anything other than like 7-9 again? They're 7. I think they were 7.
People are picking them to go to the Super Bowl.
But they do it every year.
What did they do? Year, though.
What did they do to make us think that?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing. They did nothing.
Yeah, same old thing. You got to bring up the Buffalo Bills thing because you touched on it, and it is this is embarrassing in 2026.
Now you're going to have to go and find an article online about this because they'll have all the pictures. But they just opened their $2.2 billion stadium. By the way, it was supposed to cost $1.4 billion, but it ended up costing $2.2 billion.
Well, that's how that all works.
Well, they had a big like practice where everybody got to come in and see the stadium, and everybody was really happy except for the many spots in the stadium with obstructed views. There are seats that they're selling that you cannot see parts of the field. And Buffalo Bills fans are like, what in the heck is happening here?
And they're also charging personal seat licenses for any season ticket, which means you could end up with paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a ticket where you don't even see the field.
You don't even see
the
full
field. How could you
field.
design that way?
Because people will pay it probably.
Come
on. We've talked about obstructed views. It's more and more a thing, Chris. It's more and more a thing. Obstructed views.
You're going to sit there and look only at the 20-yard line when the field is going on down there?
Yeah, like
get out of here.
I'll take this one picture. So you're sitting in the seat. You cannot see the far end zone, and you cannot see the end zone at all within the 20-yard line. So you're only seeing one side of the field. Also, apparently, video boards are very small.
My question, you're saying people will do it. My question is this. Why would you even build a stadium with any obstructed view? We have I would believe the technology to make sure that doesn't happen anymore.
They didn't use it.
Don't we?
I mean, I'm telling you, people bought obstructed view tickets for FIFA World
All right,
Cup.
fine, but let's stop designing stadiums where that's an issue.
Right.
I mean,
think
look,
that's the issue.
Yes,
the
I
Buffalo
know.
Bills are going to make money off of obstructed view tickets. That's why they put the seat there.
They didn't. I can't believe that you and I are talking about something different. You're talking about people that are going to buy the seats. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
I'm talking about how could you be so stupid to build a stadium with obstructed view seats?
I also get that, and I can't answer that. Last thing is Terrion Arnold. He was released by the Detroit Lions because of the legal situation going on, but he has met with 3 teams, the Texans, the Seahawks, and plans to meet with the Saints. So we'll see how things are going there.
And since we have a second, I wanted to put one potpourri thing in. Congrats, I think. Got to. Jacob Wilson. Do we know who this is? I'll remind you.
Yes.
He's a shortstop for the Athletics.
Mm-hmm. Grand Canyon University.
There you go. He's pretty soon he'll be the second most famous athlete from there after Michaela passes him. But Jacob Wilson, yesterday, 111th consecutive game without committing an error at shortstop.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the all-time record. He has not made an error since 2024, is it? It's crazy to me. I'm sorry, July 6th of 2025, so over a year. But here's the only thing that worries me on the record, Tony. If a ball's hit a little bit out of his reach, does he risk it? or does, you know what I mean? Hopefully
Just
that
haven't
doesn't
watched
come
him
into his
play.
mind.
Yeah, I haven't watched him play. I don't think it'll come into his mind.
Yeah, but that's impressive
That is.
at shortstop. That's cue for you to take a shot at Xander Bogaerts again if you want
No,
to.
I already took my
You
quota.
took your shot.
My
Okay, you're
Xander
good.
quota
You're
for
good
the
with
day.
Xander. Okay. Padres, Brewers, much still ahead. Daily Gambit, among other things, in hour number 2.
Thank you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Skraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not
Let's
mean
explore
for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Skraby's giving out strokes. I can't wait to hear that one. I'm gonna laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Skraby, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper and a Scorpion pepper. It's also in the shape of a coffin, which doesn't make me very happy about that. It doesn't make me feel good. Oh, extreme heat, it says. I'm going to try a little bit first, just so I don't die, I guess. That's the thing I'm saying. This looks... I don't even know if I should be eating this. It looks like it has mold or something, but let's see how hot it is. Let's go. There's a little bit of spice there. It's going. Oh, man. This is hot. Not that bad, though. I still have this side to go. It is getting hot. I'm not gonna lie. My mouth is like getting crazy. Now it's kicking in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish this. Honestly, it's getting serious. I gotta go with the milk. My mouth is dying right now. Yeah, this is not fun, guys. Never gonna do that again because my mouth is on fire. Thank you for listening to 97.3 The Fan. Be back shortly. I would be back shortly if the thing will click. See, I'm clicking. I have no idea what's happening. It's not playing any commercials right now. Well, this is just great, everybody. Let me see if I could try to start another one. All right. Well, this is awesome. On the air right now with no help, and there are no commercials to be played. Actually, you know what I'm going to do, everybody? You're getting a real live thing right here. This is real live Matt Skraby. I'm going to have to restart Wide Orbit real quick, so goodbye, Wide Orbit. It's not even closing. I'm going to text Adam, and I'm going to say, Adam, I tried to go to break, and the commercials did not play, and the program won't shut down. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have to do some Control-Alt-Delete over here. Control-Alt-Delete. Okay, I got it. Task Manager. It's not coming up. There it goes. Task Manager came up, everybody. I have no idea. I'm way too generous with my stroke giving. Never mind.
Are you really?
Never mind.
Wait.
I did not
Let's
mean for that to happen. I did not.
That sounds like a promo to me.
Skraby's giving out strokes.
contest.
I can't wait to hear that one. I'm gonna laugh for a while on that one.
Nate says, Skraby, maybe you should date her.
You might be a generous stroke giver, but I don't think she really wants to leave her boyfriend for that.
All right, that was good. That was good. In full disclosure, I'm reading this. Tony can't gather himself right now. That was a good one, Chris. That was a really good one. So I saw this at 7-Eleven, and I had to get it. It's called the One Chip Challenge. It was sitting there in the aisle, and I thought, why not? Because I am into spicy stuff. But this thing looks pretty hot. I'm not going to lie. It says a Reaper pepper and a Scorpion pepper. It's also in the shape of a coffin, which doesn't make me very happy about that. It doesn't make me feel good. Oh, extreme heat, it says. I'm going to try a little bit first, just so I don't die, I guess. That's the thing I'm saying. This looks... I don't even know if I should be eating this. It looks like it has mold or something.
3 o'clock on the dot. Skraby can't hear, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps trying to tell me I'm not adding an S to a word that I'm definitely adding an S. He just can't hear. I don't
Makes you feel any better, Tony? Sitting over here in my perch, I hear the S.
You don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Don't even get into it.
No, you want him to say computer, and he's saying computers.
No, I want him to say computers, but he's saying computer.
He's not saying
I'm
computer.
not.
Okay, I'm gonna get something real. I'm gonna show you. Hold
You're
on.
hilarious.
You done eating over there?
Nope.
This is turned into a snapping session between the three of us.
I don't know
here.
how it did.
Are we doing Daily Gambit?
Why not?
Oh my gosh.
Everything else is so confused
Okay, let's do it.
and crazed.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo!
If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. I'm just going to play this real quick. It's a little snippet, just so I'm...
Computer to kids is.
Boom.
Oh, you're
Computers to
right.
kids, did he say?
Thank you. Tony just goes, oh, yeah, you're right.
Computer to kids You're is. right.
All right. Now we can go
Dang
back
it.
into the Daily Gambit. Should have made a bet on that, huh? Everybody gamble responsibly. I think I've already said that. We're broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios where we know how. We made some bets last week. Chris, do we want to go through them or we just want to talk about bets for tonight?
I was so bad last week that we can just
Let's just skip them.
leave them
We could
all out.
skip it.
Yeah, I was 3-11.
We were very bad.
We also thought Robbie Ray would have a big game. He did
Yeah.
not Friday night.
Yes.
Yordan Alvarez.
Yep.
The Padres did a great job on him. I know we're going to talk about that in the Big Five.
Yes.
One of the interesting results, though, before we get to tonight over the weekend, just to give everybody a reminder of how funky, yes, I said funky with an N,
Thank you.
how funky baseball, now I like that word, how it can be in baseball. The Red Sox could not have been any hotter going into the weekend. I think they were 32-5 in their last 37 games. On the other side was the Athletics, who had lost 11 in a row, had fallen to the worst record in baseball. The Athletics were down there with the Angels and the Rockies. And so the two teams play a 3-game series at Fenway Park. The A's win 2 out of 3. Now that defies
Baseball.
explanation, but that
is
is,
baseball.
yeah, it's just a reminder.
Very baseball.
And it's, when everybody gives you the old, well, you're supposed to beat the Rockies, you're supposed to beat the Giants. Well, yeah, but doesn't mean you're going to.
Yeah.
So all those games count, including tonight's Brewer Padre game. 6:40 start. Brewers are favored by 1.5.
I was going to say.
I think you got to favor the Brewers. They got the best record in baseball. I'm looking for I'm interested. We got the Padre lineup already. I'm interested to see what the Brewers are doing with the left side of their infield tonight, but I don't have a lineup for them yet.
Okay.
All right. So who do you like here? Skraby, Logan Henderson, who's 6-1, by the way. Rookie, 2.70 ERA. Casey Mize, take 2 for the Padres.
I'm going to blindly trust Casey Mize and think that he cannot have as bad as a start as he did last week. So I am going to go with the Padres.
I'm also going to go with the Padres. I feel like, this ball club is rounding into form. Tony, are you going to make it a clean sweep here?
Clean sweep, fellas.
We get a run and a
Clouds.
half, so that helps the cause.
That does a lot.
I will say one thing. This is a very low over-under number tonight for runs scored. Both teams combined, 7. So in order to go under and win, they have to be 6 runs is all. Skraby, what do you think here? 7.
I'm going to go over. Padres are scoring.
You're going to go over. Tony Gwynn Jr.?
I too will go over.
Over. Every time I say the word.
Change it. Trey says I should go under, so I'm going
Trey
under.
says
Okay.
under.
All right.
Trey's a smart kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I will agree with Trey. This could be a 3-2 game tonight. See one of those on the horizon. We haven't seen one of those.
Yeah.
Well, we saw one Saturday night. I'm like, we haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, 48 hours since the last one.
So what did you pick?
I went under.
Okay.
Also, Dodgers are home to the Royals. 1.5 run Dodgers favored. Dodgers have dropped 8 out of 9. And as we said, they have fallen actually into the first round of the playoffs now. They are the 3rd seed in the National League as it stands. Scooble's on the mound, though, Tony.
Sorry, I'm trying to explain to my son over and under.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm trying
okay.
to change it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
But
So
anyway.
I'm going under, and he didn't even know what he was betting on?
Yeah, because
I'm listening to him with.
Because then he told me the score was going to be 4-3. I was like, it can't be 4-3, dog, and we under. Like, it's gotta.
All right, I like you, Trey. Trey, you're my. You know what's funny? Trey has the same knowledge of betting that a lot of gamblers actually have.
Yeah, they
so,
have no idea what they're doing.
yeah, they don't even know what they're doing. So it's pretty.
What
normal.
was the bet? I'm sorry,
This is Dodgers by 1.5 over the Royals. Noah Cameron, a lefty for KC, if that matters.
No, Cameron throw the ball pretty well. They're one of their young guys. I'm going to say Dodgers will win.
Scrape, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. The Royals are pretty terrible.
They've had a bad year, but
Maybe
they
with
did
Dodgers.
take 2 out of 3 from the Padres, so they owe us a solid.
Indeed.
I'll take the Royals. Red Hot Starling Marte. Did you even know he was still playing?
I did because I saw him taking batting practice.
Okay, because he had a home run yesterday. That's why I'm saying. You know who actually is hot for the Royals right now? Jack Caglione, the second-year guy.
Oh, you added an A to the end. Caglione.
Oh, Caglione.
It's just Caglione.
Tarek Skubal, 8 strikeouts.
Wait, Starling Marte, Tarek School. What are we doing here?
I just said Starling Marte's in the lineup for the Royals. That's
okay. All right.
I'm not betting on him.
Skubal.
8 strikeouts. That seems like a given. This is his home debut tonight. So, but he shouldn't get too comfortable since he's already talking about going back to the Tigers next season.
Yeah, someone did a little damage control.
There's no way that's happening. I hope the Dodger
Who did
fans
damage
boo him
control?
then. They should
Terrence
boo him tonight
Skubal.
and say, hey, you don't even want to be here. We're booing you.
I can't wait for him to sign back to Detroit so I can come on here.
Yeah.
I would love for you to be.
Yeah,
able
be
to
happy,
rub it in
be
my
happy
face.
to give you the.
I would
I
love
talked
for
to
that.
Jason
stage for that.
Benetti. I talked to Jason Benetti yesterday. This is how much that this whole thing is in my head. I was like, Jason, what do you think, man? What do you think about?
Because he calls the
Skubal? You
Tigers.
think- yeah, he calls the Tigers. He's
Yeah.
like, I was like, do you think he, is as an LA guy? He was like, if I'm being honest with you, I couldn't tell you one way or the other, but I could tell you this. He said, I don't think if he stays, it's because he wants to be around the best that there is to offer in terms of helping him get better. In terms of if he's an LA guy, I don't think he's an LA guy. And he's never said, I want to be in LA. He has said, I want to be around the best organization that I could possibly be. So we'll see what that looks like.
All right.
You didn't ask him the
I
key
think-
question,
I think
though.
Which was what?
Does he like to be around a lot of money? So there's going to be more money in Los Angeles. There just isn't there. They're going to offer
Kind of hard
more.
to know if we don't know what a collective bargain looks like.
Okay.
I'm taking Skubal to get the 8 plus.
8Ks. Yes. Skraby.
I'll go under.
Over.
To be a contrarian.
Sonny Gray, 6 innings. Over. 5 2/3 he'd be under. So he needs to go 6 to go over. He's at Toronto tonight. Red Sox, Sonny Gray is 14-2. Did not make the All-Star game, though, which is a little weird. Jamison
Wins
Taillon.
don't matter today, apparently.
Yeah. Jamison Taillon is still pitching.
Wait,
Jamison Taillon, he's
who-
on the Blue Jays now.
Oh, I didn't realize he got claimed.
There you go. Jamison Taillon, to me, has only pitched one good game the last 2 years. But it was at a really lousy time for Padre fans.
He pitched 2 because he pitched good against us the first time we faced him this year, too. He
Oh,
did
that's
the same
right.
exact
That was
thing.
his other good game. You're right.
It's very sad, but true.
Yes. Sonny Gray, 6 innings. Skraby.
Over.
Over.
I don't know why, but I'm going to go with it.
I'll go under. Blue Jays are going to swing it tonight. Tony?
Over.
Sonny Gray. Over. I'm contrarian. All right. The Diamondbacks are home to the Rockies, and we'll be keeping an eye on that game. The Phillies are at St. Louis, keeping an eye on that game. Which pitcher lasts longer? Is it Arizona starter Mike Soroka, or is it Philadelphia starter Andrew Painter against the Cardinals? Which of the two teams that we're rooting against, which of their starters last longer? Tony. Painter, he says. I'm going to agree.
what-
Go ahead. Did you
Who's
have
the other guy again for the Rockies?
Soroka's pitching for Arizona against the Rockies.
Soroka's coming off of the IL, if I'm not mistaken. So there might be a short leash on him somewhat.
I think this is a smart wager. Painter is the answer. He's been pitching great, and what Tony said. I mean, Skraby, you
with
want
all
to
that
contrary?
behind it.
With all of that, you better take Painter too.
I have to.
All right. Hopefully the Rockies can do us a little, show us a little love this week.
Please, Rocks.
Rockies are led by the National League's Player of the Week, Jake McCarthy,
Oh, good for him.
who hit 500 something and 3 home runs and a bunch of stuff. All right. Take a break. More Gwynn and Chris ahead. We have the Big Five soon.
We have the Big Five. We have
But before
Padres
that,
Pen
we have the
Pals.
Padre Pen Pals.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low. Oh, you idiot. I tried. Typical tandem student right there. I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy. Fun, huh? You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Bill Howe Studios, we know how. Coming up on the show, am I wrong, Skraby? Do we have tickets to give away?
Yes, during Chris versus the fans.
Only that.
Yes, we're still working on a monthly prize, but we
Got
do
it.
have.
So the Chris versus the fans today is going to be huge then. You can
Huge.
actually win tickets to the Padres Pirates game.
Correct.
This
Correct.
season?
Yes, this season, Chris.
Okay, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah.
Hopefully
so-
we don't see Skeens.
Oh, well, the way he's been pitching
guess
to a
you're right.
5.48 ERA
I
the
guess
last
you're right.
couple of months. But Padres Pirates, that's down the road here a little bit.
Yes.
If I look at the Padres schedule coming up, we have the Brew Crew here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're in interesting weekend heading to Cleveland, huh?
Yeah, that is
Taking
a
on the
weird trip.
Guards. I already can see that the Padres are going to face a really nasty, tough pitcher, Gavin Williams, on Friday night. He's been throwing like aspirin tablets. Worried about him. And then after the Guards, the Metropolitans will be on that road trip for the Padres next week.
You know, bad teams scare me.
Sure, they can play relaxed.
Yeah. And just the Padres seem to.
I will say this. I'm looking way ahead here, of course, but in the Wednesday game, so this is 9 days from now, but I noticed it. The starter scheduled for the Mets that day is Thunder Thighs himself.
Thunder Thighs.
You'll remember that Robert Stock.
Oh,
Right-handed for the
wow.
Padres, throws like 100 miles an hour.
He's
Had the biggest
still
thighs
pitching.
I've ever seen.
He's still pitching.
He's starting for the Mets next Wednesday, at least as of now.
Wow, good for him.
Robert Stock. Yes. So after Milwaukee, the following road trip will be Twins, Pirates. So that's what
Twins,
you're going to be
Pirates.
getting some tickets for, hopefully.
Yes.
I haven't really done a breakdown of the schedules. People like to do that, who you playing, who's left. But as we just pointed out, the A's went into Fenway this week and won 2 out of 3. So, you can think you have an easy schedule and you don't, or vice versa.
Yes.
But I do know the Diamondbacks are playing the Rockies in Arizona. And I hate to tell you this, the Rockies win in Arizona about as often as they win here, which is to say never. So,
I thought we were going in a good direction.
no, hopefully we'll get some help, but don't count on it. And then the Phillies are playing the Cardinals while the Padres begin play a game back.
Padres have made it real hard on themselves with the tiebreakers. Really, really difficult.
Well, they're down to the Cardinals, certainly. They're even with the Diamondbacks, but 5-5. And then the final series of the year here is against the Diamondbacks, so it could very well come right down to that.
And if the Phillies obviously have the season series. Over
yeah,
the
no,
Padres.
they've won that.
Yeah,
no, they've
so-
lost the season series to the Phillies, so the Phillies will have the tiebreak there. Just looking ahead, though, just for fun, I hadn't, I don't always do this, but we still got to go to Tampa Bay. Padres do. Yankees are coming here.
Yes, they are. September.
So, got some good ones on the schedule. Padres finish at home, though, against Arizona. That could be a lot of fun.
I
is
think
what
it
could
will be a lot of fun, but very nerve-wracking because I don't see either team pulling away.
But as I said, earlier, this is what I sign up for.
Yeah.
Like every year, I want games that are fun and exciting in August and September. This is what, we're here for.
Absolutely.
So, bring the games on. Will Ethan Salas be in the lineup for that final weekend series? You're going, well, that seems like a leap of faith.
Yeah, man.
But is it a leap of faith? Remember, the rosters expand in September, and Ethan Salas has been called up to AAA. Fermin and Campusano have been okay. Fermin's even been better lately, but, he was starting at a point where it was pretty low. I mean, could they call up Ethan Salas? Well, Dennis Lynn, who's on these things from The Athletic, was on with Ben and Woods today. Interesting to hear what he had to say. So let you hear it.
100%. I would see them considering it. I don't know about it being a lock, but I think there's a very good chance they'll be up in September and even maybe before then, because let's remember, if you want to have a player eligible for the playoffs, they need to be on the 40-man before September. So I think they're looking at it. He's only, one call away or one step away from the majors. They promoted him, just a couple weeks ago. And not unsurprisingly, his offensive stats have instantly ticked up in the PCL, which is probably a nice confidence boost for him. I will say, I think, blocking pitches remains a challenge for him. You don't want a 20-year-old in the majors in a playoff race, committing pass balls. But I think, with them already having 3 other catchers on the 40-man roster and 2 on the active roster for right now, that wouldn't be that they could probably pick and choose spots for him to catch guys if they are going to call him up in the near future. But I think, this is Adrian Preller and the Padres we're talking about. I think there is a very good chance that he's up in September, if not before.
Well, Dennis Lynn's usually right about a lot of stuff. The interesting thing there to me was that he said, if you're going to do it, might as well do it a day or two before September, just in case you catch lightning in a bottle. And he's, continuing this, that, and the other, and you feel like his defense. I think the Padres will do it. And the reason I say is they've got nothing to lose, number one. You don't have to play him, right?
Yeah.
You just have a spot. But the Padres have been going with 3 catchers this year quite a bit. It gives them maneuverability with Campusano as a pinch hitter, to have a second catcher beyond that. I think they could. Why not? Were we shielding from, September baseball? What would be the point?
I don't know. You've been on this for a little bit. We're going to talk more about it in Padres Pen Pals, but it does seem like, what's the harm?
I don't see it, but we'll see if that, but we'll see. Right now, you've only got 4 guys on your bench. That's it.
Yeah.
You got Austin Hayes, who yesterday made a pretty good debut, right? You've got your backup catcher, which tonight is Campusano. Tonight, you got Bogarts not starting, so he's on the bench. And Jace Bowen, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Because the other catcher was sent down.
Yes, and Song is playing tonight.
Song is in the lineup tonight. But so Salas would have to be called up in place of one of those before the end of the month to be eligible.
The only reason I think they wouldn't do this is if he just was not ready defensively, because that does seem like a tall order.
Well, Dennis Lynn just said
that's what
he thinks. Yeah. But I would ask this. How is he on the ABS challenge system?
He's got to be pretty good because he's been doing it his entire career.
Yes, we're not great. I think we had a good weekend. Freddie did okay, and the Astros were very poor, actually. But the ABS is something, it's an ongoing issue of mine, Mr. Skraby.
Yeah. I wonder. But it would not surprise me at all if they brought him up. Would not.
Okay.
But I also don't want to see him have like 5 or 6 wild pitches go against him in a game.
He's not going to have 5 or 6.
I know,
wild pitches is not his fault, by the way. Pass balls.
Well, sometimes. Okay, you're right. Pass balls, but sometimes wild pitches are the catcher's fault. But
not really. They don't call him a wild pitch if the catcher should have caught it.
You don't think a ball that like a catcher has a mitt on?
Sometimes it's called a wild pitch.
Yeah,
sometimes, but
It's up to the official score.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're trying to say. But I say bring up Ethan Salas in September. By the way, speaking of catchers, who has been harder on Freddie Fermin this year than me? Not many people.
You've been pretty hard on him.
Other than maybe Freddie Fermin himself. I'm sure he expects better. I want to give him a huge thumbs up for something he did in the game yesterday. It has nothing to do with hitting or catching.
I know exactly where you're going.
Yeah, you do. The Padres had a runner on base. Fermin hit a ground ball deep into the hole at shortstop. Who's the shortstop for
Pena?
The Astros? Pena, one of the best in the business.
Yep.
Fermin busted it out of the batter's box. Beat it. Throw is there, bang, bang. Your catcher's not supposed to beat out ground balls.
No.
Freddie Fermin did it. Does anybody remember what happened to the next hitter after Freddie Fermin did that?
I think it was a home run.
I think it was a 3-run homer by Fernando.
Fernando said that helps light a fire, which is very ironic.
Yes, that's where I'm going to go crazy.
It's very ironic.
The quote from Fernando was, that's the kind of baseball that you see from good teams.
Yeah, winning baseball.
Right. That was his actual quote.
Yeah.
Talking about the hustle of Freddie Fermin. That's winning baseball. That's what you see. Fernando said that.
He did.
Do as I preach, not as I do. Because Fernando doesn't always run them out. And I know he would say, and you Fernando lovers, I get you.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, right. You're going to say, well, he doesn't run, he runs, when it matters. And I will still argue that to probably the end of days, that it always matters. And you should always run because the guy can juggle the ball.
Yeah.
Things can happen on a transfer. I think you always should run. But it was ironic that Freddie Fermin beat the play. Fernando said, that's great baseball.
He did say that.
And then Fernando doesn't always do that.
It would have been even better if he would have hit a weak ground ball and then barely ran.
3-run homer followed, man. That's what it happens.
Winning baseball.
Good for Fermin on that one for sure. More Gwynn and Chris is coming up. The Padres Pen Pals. I'm going to tell you in advance. I looked at these. There's a question in there that I'm going to absolutely refuse to answer. It's coming up as we continue.
Ben and Wood.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. 4th hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
Sasquatch. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. 4th hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
Sasquatch. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not used to complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. Fourth hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
Sasquatch. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not used to complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some. It may be something. It also will not surprise you. J.K. Dobbins left practice today with an injury. The Broncos running back. They didn't say what.
It was soft tissue I saw, but
all right,
no.
That could be
else.
6 months for J.K. Dobbins. I hate to tell you. I love the guy when he's actually running the ball. Not running it too often, though. Padres and Brewers tonight. Padres since the All-Star break, 125 runs, fifth most. That's just did not see that coming.
I did not either.
Padres OPS 799, fourth best since the All-Star break.
Which is crazy because we hit rock bottom after the All-Star break.
Padres 280 batting average since the All-Star break, best in all of baseball. Didn't see any of that coming. And I mentioned it earlier, number 4 and 5 on the OPS list in all of baseball since the All-Star break. Number 4, Jackson Merrill. Number 5, Fernando. So, and Manny's actually been in a little bit of a
he's been in a little
skid
bit of a
here
slump
for a few weeks. But these guys have just done the job. Merrill's hot. 8 homers.
Yeah.
Only 2 guys in baseball have more since the All-Star break than Jackson Merrill. I wanted to get to this. The OPS leader since the All-Star break is Shea Langoliers, and he's actually out now.
He is. He's done.
So C.J. Abrams, there's that name again. Jordan Alvarez, who's the Triple Crown, and then in Maryland Tatis. Those are the best hitters the second half. So it's good.
I mean, we spent the entire first half just trying to figure out what the heck was going on, and then one day, boom,
we couldn't.
Turned.
Was the old? The whole Padre roster was stuck in a paper bag.
It was.
because the old saying,
you can't hit your way
out of a paper bag.
They couldn't.
Right.
And they could not.
Yes, we were stuck. Kevin Acee brought this. By the way, you're the one that got me going on this, and then I was slow to the uptake.
You were a slow adopter.
I was, but I'm not in the business of promoting for Kevin. But if you're a Padre fan and you don't look at his daily, what is it, a notebook? Newsletter.
Yeah.
If you don't look at that, you're not getting everything you should be getting on the Padres.
No, you're getting a lot in that newsletter.
If there's like I get it that you don't read the newspaper anymore because you're in a different world than I am. So don't read a story in the paper, don't read it online, whatever you want. But if you're a Padre fan, you should get Kevin Acee's newsletter every day. And I wouldn't hurt you to go to MLB.com every day and read what AJ Cassavell is writing about the team. Those two things are going to give you a lot of info that you may,
you get a lot of stuff that he just doesn't know where to put it into his game story.
Well, he doesn't have time.
Yeah.
A game story. Understand that the Padre game ends at 9:15. His game stories due at 9:30. You don't have all that time. So after he turns in his story, he goes down and gets other information that he then puts in his notebook for us to see.
Yeah, and
so I recommend it, and Kevin's not paying me, for that advertisement.
No. Major League or MLB.com, AJ Cassavell, we were talking about this,
really
but
good
he has a turnaround now. Like right after the game, he's got a quick hit on what happened during the game, 3 things type of thing.
Right, so you need to get notes and things, and those guys really do a good job of providing it. One of the notes that I saw on Kevin's thing today, the Padres have had 12 hits 8 times in their last 21 games. That's pretty good. Here's how good it is. They did that 8 times in their first 98 games. Now they've done it in 21 games.
That is so bad.
The hitting, it's so good.
It's good now, but it is so bad that that's a thing.
Yeah, I remember they went like a whole month and a half without one double-figure hit game.
Yeah. I mean,
like they weren't even getting 10.
Because there was a point where I was driving into work thinking, this team's not this is just going to be a slog through the last 2 months of the season.
I'm not into firing people, but I mean, Steven Souza needed to be fired in May and June and the beginning of July. The hitting coach. Now,
sure, people
you got to give him a lot of credit.
I'm sure people would still go for that.
Yeah, you have to kind of give him a little credit now. I mean, he fought through all that, and he seems to have his guys working it.
I agree.
All right, let's get to if you had any questions. You do. One of which I will not answer because it's that dumb. But it is time for the stop asking some dumb questions, people. You'll see what I mean in the Padres Pen Pals.
It's time to ask the experts, Padres fans.
I was hoping maybe you can bring a little insight into it.
Write us, tweet us, Facebook us, send a carrier pigeon for Chris. He thinks they're cute. Aww. Padres Pen Pals begins.
Hurt the pelota big time.
Now on 97.3 The Fan.
If you love Mediterranean food, try Spiro's for authentic Mediterranean cuisine in Coronado or La Jolla. For dining or takeout options, visit spiroscuisine.com. It's been a little bit since we've done a Padres Pen Pals, and I got some good ones over the weekend.
Harder to find when the team is winning.
It's very true.
Aren't as angry.
It's very true. I don't get as many messages when the team is actually winning because those people can't complain anymore.
Yeah.
So this person was asking, Joe Musgrove threw 53 pitches in his rehab start yesterday, and for the first time in 2 years, he's looked somewhat like himself. I want him back in the rotation, but with Mize, Ray, and Michael King, and then Musgrove coming off Tommy John with almost no innings built up. Tony, you're up first. Shouldn't the bullpen be the first stop? You can ease him in before handing him a rotation spot in a pennant race.
First of all, how does said pen pal writer know he's looked as good as
who wrote this letter? Vic Ruben Niebla, or was it
I mean, I think when I read it, it was more like he's pitching for the first time in 2 years, and so that's why he looks like himself.
Okay, so he was just putting little extras on there.
Ruben.
This person's very excited, thinks Joe Musgrove could be the secret to the playoffs.
I understand Ruben Niebla wants to get on the Padre Pen Pals.
Yeah. I don't think you can fit him in the bullpen. Honestly, like, what are the scenarios that you're going to use them in? Right now, there are 4 spots that you feel good about on a night you play. And I mean, the way he pitched, last night, time before, Vasquez, or 2 nights ago, Vasquez is also pitching the ball well. How do you fit him in? I think Vasquez has come out of the bullpen before. And so it's probably, even if, Manny, or even if Joe's going to go, whatever, 60 pitches, and it's 2 2/3 or 3 innings.
We've already done the piggyback thing.
We've been doing that. And I think it's probably easier because, remember, it's harder to as a guy coming out of bullpen, you can't control it's harder to control the environment, right? Whereas if you're starting, Joe knows he's starting. He can do all the things he needs to do. Timing is of his kind of his own. I think it's more complicated to bring him out of the bullpen, honestly. But I will say, I did see his minor league start. Boy, that looked pretty good.
Look like himself.
94, 95.
Okay.
But I'm feeling that. So yeah, I think it's easier for him to be a starter than it is for him to start out of the pen.
There is a reality of Joe Musgrove being back shortly. Chris,
yeah,
what do you think about putting him in the bullpen first?
I'm not even going to think about it.
Not even going to entertain it for one second.
No, he's a starter. This is the world that he lives in. Tony's right. You can control everything. You bring him in the 3rd inning, right? You say you're going to start Kyle Hart 2 innings. Joe's going to start the 3rd. Joe doesn't know when the 3rd inning is going to be. Like, there's no way to control that exactly. They could be 2 short innings. It could be 2 long innings. I don't even want to mess with that. Not with Joe Musgrove. And as far as easing him back for 4 innings the first start. You can take guys out now, right? I mean, we've done this all the time. You don't have to go 7 innings in your first start. You can name the number of pitches you want him to throw and then piggyback with somebody. So, yeah, he's starting.
All right, this one is from someone who's.
And by the way, thank you to Tony for the letter, since he was the one who saw him pitch.
That was me.
You do know that people can watch these starts, Chris.
I don't.
Okay, he doesn't know.
I don't know.
They can watch the highlights of the start.
I was going to say,
think they broadcast all these games live.
What are you talking about? The Lake Elsinore game?
My son confirms it.
All right.
So it is very true. You can watch the Lake Elsinore.
Thank you, Trey. Thank you for backing me up, Trey. So this person is very angry about AJ Preller still. The sale to Jose Feliciano and Kwanzaa Jones only just got initial approval from MLB. That's not even final. So who signed off on giving up prospects at the deadline? Is Preller working with real direction from ownership that's technically still in limbo? Feels like a strange time to be making big swings when we don't know who's holding the checkbook. Chris, is AJ being given another free reign at a major league roster without oversight?
I don't usually do this because the whole idea of these segments is for us to talk and to, give our opinions. People like to hear our opinions. It is so dumb and so bad. I'm not even going to go here. I just not. Okay. This whole notion that AJ is an idiot and trades away stupid people and I'm so sick of these people. If that's what people think, there is not anything I can say that is going to make them feel better.
You're right.
I mean, how you can now I'm going to go say something anyway. How can you complain when your general manager, whatever the circumstances, is trying to help you win?
Because
I don't
he's
get
mortgaging the future, Chris. Duh.
Well, I'm not even address it anymore.
Tony, do you have anything to say about this?
It really is mad at him. Like, addressing he's mortgaging the future.
Yeah.
Did we played the future game for my whole life until 2022.
Yeah.
2021. Like, we literally were playing for the future. Ooh, Hunter Renfroe and
Freddie, or what was his name? Franchy
Cordero. We've had a million of the prospects.
We've done that. Now we want to do it again. Like, I don't understand. Like, I like participating in postseason play. I don't know about y'all, but watching everybody else do it sucks. It's not fun. So yeah, I'm with Chris. I don't really have much else to say.
And for every player that they can name of C.J. Abrams' breakout, honestly, you can name 10.
By the way, how long did it take for the breakout?
All right, but I'm just saying, you can name 10 guys that were traded that no one's ever even heard of anymore. Easily come up with 10. Yeah, so stop it, people.
Stop it, people. All right, so this one is based upon the fact that Ethan Salas was elevated to AAA, and now Fermin is doing some good things. So here it is. Tony, you're up first. Fermin's been raking since he got back. He's on a hot streak. He's got a high average, the whole thing. Meanwhile, Ethan Salas is doing everything we hoped down in the minors. He hit a home run over the weekend. So who actually wins out? Do you bench a guy like Fermin who's producing right now for the long-term upside, or do you just have to wait? Does Ethan Salas just have to wait his turn, Tony?
Sometimes you just got to wait your turn. That's just what it is. There is nothing wrong with Ethan completing a full good season healthy in the minor league, because you know what? It's only going to make him more confident as he comes to camp next year when he may have a chance to, maybe crack the roster. I don't know. But either way, like, him enjoying success is important for his development, right? He's basically missed, a year, and then he was struggling before that. Let a player enjoy some success because it breeds confidence in whatever the next step is for him. So both things can be true. Freddie Fermin and Luis Campusano could be a terrific battery right now because they're swinging the bat well. And Ethan Salas could have a great season. Who knows? Maybe be like the minor league player of the year, have some momentum going into next year and some confidence. I think it's all good that not only has he had a good year in AA, he's been promoted, and now he's getting another chance to kind of prove the rest of this, 2 months of the season that he's going to have. Perfect.
I think well said. Chris, you got anything? Did Tony take all the meat off that bone?
Sorry.
You're referring to my great take later on in the Big Five.
Yes.
No, he's on it. That's all good. But I will say, a month ago, I was getting a little antsy to say, you know what, I can't watch Fermin anymore, and the season's going away. So why not see if Ethan can give us a jolt? Because I know I said that, so I don't want people going back and saying you're changing your tune.
Different circumstance now.
But I do think, it's a different circumstance now. And so I think you're going to just ride this duo out, and Ethan, it'll work out better. He won't have the pressure of having to come up in a pennant race, which is also tough.
I read from Kevin Acey that the team really thinks that Freddie Fermin being hit in the head so many times by foul balls this year really did affect him early in the year, and his IL stay calibrated everything. So hopefully that's right.
I will say one thing. Freddie Fermin and Luis Campusano this weekend finally met their match in terms of poor usage of the ABS system because the Astros were out of challenges, I think, in the 4th inning Friday and the 3rd inning Saturday. So I want to congratulate the Astros on making us look like we knew what we were doing there. Yeah.
I think you got to also then extend the congratulations to my man, Freddie Fermin. He was money all week, and I don't think he missed one. And he challenged a little more than I was even comfortable with, and he got them all right.
He always challenges more than we're comfortable with.
You know what? One of my favorite things about ABS is when we all know it's going to be the wrong call. When the catcher calls for it, we know it's going to be a ball.
Like, no!
But the other team, when the look on their face of really, I was that far off? That's one of my favorite looks that they have. All right, that's it for Padres Pen Pals. I even didn't even ask the question. There we go. Padres Pen Pals, Chris.
Yeah, you told me that we weren't going to quite make it to the top of the hour. That was, again, producer error.
Yeah, that was producer error. I did the math wrong.
But hopefully people got the message that I will not answer any more questions. I mean, having to do with AJ mortgaging the future of this team.
It's crazy to me.
Because I'm frustrated by it, getting it so much of that.
It's crazy to me that there are people who would have rather not tried to get into the playoffs and look to next year. It's just crazy to me that there are people out there with that.
Well,
opinion.
Look, the Tigers, by the way, gave up Skubal, gave up Casey Mize.
Yeah.
They're one game out right now. Think they wouldn't mind having these guys?
Yeah, they probably would.
They're one game out of it. Which is the same as the Padres are out of it.
Did you see what the GM he didn't say this per se, but it was the gist of like, well, we knew we were going to be able to
get the
handle
hell out of
it.
here.
You didn't know anything.
You don't know any, and you don't know anything.
You got rid of your guys because you thought the season was over, and now they're playing well. You want to say
you
that?
were giving up a team that was in the playoffs the last 2 years, was only a game and a half out when you traded everybody away.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to say, I knew what I was doing. I knew this was going to happen.
We knew.
Let me tell you something.
Trading Tarek Skubal away for a bunch of prospects that would never make a debut this year.
The Tigers.
We knew.
The Tigers. What's his name? The Tigers president of whatever.
I forget.
Well, he's kind of on my S list.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he said he's a liar. He's just a liar.
Jeff Greenberg is the general manager.
Don't like him.
Don't like him. He
Brewers,
says.
Brewers came out with their starting lineup. I was interested because I wanted to see what they're going to do with the left side of their infield. Remember, Cooper Pratt, the rookie, has gone on the injured list. Joey Ortiz, I don't think is on the injured list yet, unless they did put him there today. But I do know that he wasn't able to play yesterday. He's had some problems with whatever it is. Anyway, neither is in the line. Well, Pratt wouldn't be in the lineup. He's on the injured list. So they're going to do what they did yesterday. Andrew Vaughn, who's a first baseman, basically, and not exactly a Hall of Fame defender at first.
He's not fleet of foot either.
He's going to play third base again today, and David Hamilton, who's normally the third baseman, is going to play shortstop. Somebody drop a bunt down, please.
Like I said, he's not fleet of foot.
He's not even a third baseman. I mean,
it's not a reaction for him. He doesn't. That would be tough. That would be tough.
I mean, he's not. I mean, he's a major league ball player. I want to look him up to just see how much third base he's actually played, because I might be underestimating him. I'm not. He's not played third base ever in Major League Baseball till yesterday.
Really?
So, yeah.
Give him some hot shots in the corner. Come on.
I mean, I'm just saying, you got to at least try him. I don't know.
I'm with you.
Lay one down.
I'm with you.
You know who'll do it? Number 2 hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
Maybe.
All right. Anyway, the Brewers hurting on the left side of the infield. The rest of them, though, is pretty good, including their pitcher, Logan Henderson, who's a rookie. He's 6-1. He's gone at least 5 innings in 9 consecutive starts, and he's given up over 3 hits only twice. He's tough.
Great.
We have Chris vs. the Fans and a chance. Oh, my God. Today you can win tickets to Padres Pirates.
That's true.
You want to win today. 833-288-0973. Call in. You better be on your P's and Q's today, Skraby, because I've been very contested.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Highly contested big Chris versus the fans.
Okay.
It's one thing to qualify for the trip to Las Vegas. It's another to actually win Padres tickets.
That is true.
And if you win Chris versus the fans today, that is what you are going to win. A couple of tickets to the Padres Pirates game coming up on Monday, August 24th. That's 2 weeks from today. First 40,000 fans that night will receive a free Jackson Merrill bobblehead.
This is a big one.
I got one from last year.
Yeah, me too.
So they do one every year now? Is that kind of?
Of course.
Okay.
Jackson Merrill.
Yeah.
And he has his shirt. When is the shirt promotion? Is it today?
I think
tomorrow?
today's the comic type T-shirt. Yeah, with the cigarette pocket in the front.
Yes.
I'm only saying that because that's what Skraby called it.
I did say that.
It's a T-shirt with the comic drawings on the back of Fernando Jackson. It's a fun giveaway.
The
It's
Adventures
tonight.
of El Nino and
something.
Yep.
But that's tonight, first 40. So if you're going to the game tonight, make sure you get there. I want you to get your giveaway. But these winners tonight on Chris vs. the Fans, Padres Pirates on August 24th. Tickets available at padres.com/tickets. The Pirates have hit the skids like right out of the playoff race. And you know when it coincided with, and it doesn't mean that this is the reason, but the day Ryan O'Hearn got hurt like 10 days ago, they've like been lost.
Really?
He was right in the middle of that lineup. He's having a great year for them. They have some other guys, certainly. Skeens, though, has been struggling. And, they've kind of fallen out of the hunt.
They have a little bit.
All right, let's see what we get in terms of today's Chris versus the Fans activities.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the Fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. As Chris said, we're playing for the Padres and Pirates tickets on August 24th. Here are the rules. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it, and you'll get that question for free today.
Or if you're a first-time contestant. Throwing that.
I forget his name. I was going to say
I do
his
too,
name,
but we've thrown that into the mix of.
All right, let's start with Kyle. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Not Kyle Overshire. Is
No,
he trying
it's
to
not
sneak
Kyle
his way in to get
Overshire.
some tickets?
No, Kyle would never.
Kyle would never.
All right, Kyle, are you ready to play?
Yep, just pulled over.
Oh, wow.
Good for
Very
you.
responsible.
Smart. Yeah,
Here we
responsible.
go. Question
Unlike the guy on the screen here on NFL Network, guy by the name of Kyle Shanahan, appearing before the media today with a
cast, and
he's got the hat pulled down. He's looking worse for the wear for sure.
He's not looking great.
Yeah, but good for you, Kyle.
Yes.
Good luck now on the game.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Bill Belichick landed his very first NFL head coaching job with what team?
Be North Carolina. Oh no, NFL job.
Yeah, NFL. Give him a chance to reconnoiter here. Which who was his first NFL job with?
Ooh, shit.
Okay, you can't swear. That takes Kyle out of the running. Save the question for the next person. I know.
There's always
one when you get the tickets for sale. You know, people are really into it now.
And I'm pretty sure Kyle didn't mean to do that.
Of course he didn't. No, it
did happen.
It did happen. So we have to take you out of the game, Kyle. I'm sorry.
All right, let me go to Ryan and make sure that Ryan, you cannot swear. Okay, Ryan?
Don't swear,
Okay,
Ryan.
no problem.
All right.
Thank you, Ryan.
Here we go. Question number 1.
Oh, first time.
Player.
Oh, first time player.
First time contestant.
Prime time player, baby. Prime
Prime
time
time
Prime
player.
time player. I like it.
I
All
do
right,
like
Ryan.
that as well. All right, let me get a question for everyone. Oh my gosh, my. Hold on, give me a second.
Easy. You don't have a second question?
There we go.
You're
I
not
got it.
prepared?
I'm using my thing. I'm using my web app.
Oh, where'd your dinger go? He said you're using your thing. I got worried.
That is funny. All right, Ryan. The question is this for question number 2. What quarterback did the Bears trade away to make room for Caleb Williams?
Check your memory a little bit here.
Oh, dang it.
Thank you for saying
He almost don't. He almost swore.
Didn't need an answer.
I can't remember his name, so I'm not going to even say anything.
Not going to try.
Okay. All right. Stay there.
He's going to hope that I miss, but it has happened, but I think it's Justin Fields. My memory's not great on this sometimes.
Sorry, Ryan.
Sorry,
Thank
Ryan.
you for playing. Try
All
again.
Right. Game is rolling. Where is old Justin Fields? He ended up the Steelers last year. Did he go elsewhere?
There?
I don't know.
Is he with the
lost?
Wait, I thought he went to the Jets last year.
I thought it. Well, I'll look him up while you.
Yeah, I'm looking him up too. That's right. He's the backup for the Chiefs.
Chiefs now.
Yeah, that's a really good place for him.
It's a bad place for the Chiefs.
Why?
Because if he gets in there,
I don't know.
He's really bad.
Here
guy. I mean, this is the National Football League in 2026. He threw for like 9 yards one game last year.
He sure did.
I mean,
I don't think it was his fault.
Well,
I don't know why I feel like he has talent, but
okay,
he may.
Well, he can certainly run, but that's
not all the game. That's not the 100% of the position.
That's not a skill. I mean, I can run. You can run.
Not very well.
Us making money on.
All right, let's go to David. Hello, David. How are you?
Hey, good. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're
Pretty
good, David.
You ready to play?
Yeah, I am. You should have asked what team does Justin Fields currently play for?
Yes, right. That would have been just as good of a question. We would have got it wrong.
That's actually a great point because I didn't know until I just looked it up.
I would have gotten it wrong too, but if Chris got it wrong,
you would have survived. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Question number 1. Whoa. Sorry. Cat in the car or something?
No, I think it's children.
Yeah, that's my son in the back seat. Ignore him.
It's okay. What NFL head coach stepped down from the Steelers at the end of last season?
Tomlin.
Tomlin is correct.
Very good. How old is your son? I hope he's not older than like 1 year old.
No, he's 17.
I was gonna say
he's 2.
That's really funny. Actually,
that is funny.
I'm on the radio right now.
Good line. Good line. He had a rough first day at school today, guys.
Yes.
Tough day.
All right, another NFL question. Before becoming the head coach of the Washington Commanders, Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator for which team?
Seahawks.
Unfortunately, no.
Cowboys.
Cowboys is correct. Seahawks was before his first job, I believe.
I think he had some time with the Seahawks.
He did,
you
but
said he was
from the
before
Cowboys,
the Commander's job. He was with
Sorry
the Cowboys.
about that, David. Hopefully, you and your son get home.
Sorry,
safely.
yeah, easy with the sun there, and
easy with the sun.
The only reason I remember Dan Quinn with the Cowboys is because they showed way too many Cowboy games, and he was always walking around up there with his hat backwards, and it just that thing looked like a goof.
He did not.
But now
like
he coaches on the sidelines with his hat backwards, so that's just what he's going to do.
Yep. All right, let's go to Victor. Hello, Victor.
Victor.
Hello.
Hello. Are you ready to play?
Padre tickets are at stake.
All right, here we go.
Come
Question
on,
number 1.
By the way, I wasn't lying. Justin Fields against Buffalo last year. I've been looking at this the whole time. 3 for 11 for 8 yards.
Ooh.
So I wasn't kidding. He really did do that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. First question. Which veteran quarterback before the 2024 season signed a big deal with the Atlanta Falcons? Which quarterback signed a big free agent deal in 2024 with the Falcons?
2024. Make sure you know the year here. 2024. Who was it?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is correct.
Yep.
And he's in Las Vegas now, and he's fighting with Max Crosby, which I would like to tell him it's probably the wrong person to fight with. Max Crosby is scary.
Kirk Cousins easily has more money than he has any right to.
Hey, more power to him.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 2. There are 2 Padres pitchers tied for the most wins on the team with 8. Name both.
Oh, okay. Let me think.
This year. Got to get them both?
With two pitchers?
Two pitchers have 8 wins this year. Who
For
are
the
they?
Padres.
Okay, Vasquez and King.
Vasquez and King. Stay there.
Well, Vasquez just got his.
Oh.
And I know Morejon because he's on my fantasy team, and I know he's 8-2.
And I
So
know
those are my
Victor
guesses.
Victor was
Doesn't mean
about
I'm
to
in.
guess that too.
Is that
I
right?
think. That is right.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, I didn't know Vasquez was up there until he got the win yesterday with an unbelievable game, by the way.
It is insane, actually, that he has 8 wins on the year with how poorly he pitched for a little while.
Well, wins are, they don't even care about them anymore.
Not really.
It used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Now it's considered just lucky to get wins or unlucky to not get them.
And Morejon always in the right place at the right time for these wins.
Well, it doesn't hurt that he always comes in and throws a scoreless inning, though.
That doesn't
Which
hurt
sets
at all.
him up to get the win.
Yes, of course.
So,
all right, let's go to our next contestant, Mark. Hello, Mark.
I think Morejon led the team last year in wins.
He did.
So he could do it 2 years in a row as a reliever.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty
good.
good.
You
Good
ready to
luck
play?
to you. Padre tickets
Yeah,
on the
I'm
line.
first time
Hey!
entrant.
First time entrant. We're gonna. I love that.
I yelled over him. I'm sorry I did that.
No,
Say it
it's
again. I want to hear it again. It was good.
First time entrant.
Thank you. Thank
There we
you.
go. I like
how
that.
we're getting new names.
Yes,
It's my favorite.
everybody's going through the thesaurus these days.
I like it. I
which
like
is
it.
good. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 2 for the first time entrant. After Bill Belichick left the Patriots, who took over as head coach?
Oh man, Chris, you got this one because I don't.
I don't know. I
No.
despise
You're
the
gonna-
Patriots.
You
so
gonna pass?
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna pass. I hate sometimes when the first time player or contestant, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
entrant,
but
I'm sorry.
this is a missable question, but I think I have it because I picture the guy with that stupid pencil in his hat, and he was kind of dumb. Matt Patricia, but it could be wrong. There might have been somebody else snuck in.
Are you being serious?
Oh, it wasn't Matt Patricia.
No, it was Gerard Mayo.
He took over for Belichick first.
Matt Patricia, I think he's at Ohio State right now.
Yeah, but he was the Patriots coach.
Yeah, no, he was never the head coach.
Matt Patricia?
He was the Lions head coach.
Oh, well,
There you
break
go.
for you, Mark.
I'm stunned by this.
Yeah, okay. No, you're right. I just thought I saw Patricia. I forgot he was with the Lions. See?
Yes, he was the head coach of the Lions.
All right, so that's right. Okay, Mark, you're good.
Poor Matt Patricia.
Man, he's not very smart. He's got a lot of rings, though, because he was in the right place at the right time. But
he's actually a rocket scientist, so he is smart.
Well, it doesn't translate.
That's why he has the pencil.
It doesn't translate for him, unfortunately. All right, good for you, Mark.
Yes.
See, this happens in the game. That's part of the luck of the draw.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. I think we've asked this a long time ago. Which Hall of Fame quarterback made his preseason NFL debut for the Falcons, but never played? Wait, hold on. Let me. You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of this question. I don't like this question at all. All right.
Got Mark's on the edge of his seat there.
I know.
People are wondering who's going to win this thing.
All right, here we go. What is the maximum number of players allowed on an NFL regular season roster?
Ooh.
42.
42. Stay there.
Yeah, I can miss this. Because the NFL, and this is a regular season game roster, right?
Correct.
I used to know this because I covered the Chargers quite a bit, and
they've changed their
they've changed this all the
preseason a little
time.
bit,
yeah, and that's why I'm going to probably miss this. Because there's also, I have to ask, and whether this comes into play, there's a 5-man taxi squad that can only get in if somebody gets hurt.
No, just the
that doesn't
number
count.
of players you're allowed to have in uniform on a game day.
53.
53.
Oh, it's right.
Sorry about that.
It's still 53.
Yes, it's still
After
53.
all this time. Sorry, Mark.
You know what they do that's different is you don't have to cut down each week now. You can.
What do you mean?
Like, before in Hard Knocks, when one of the best things about Hard Knocks, you would see guys get cut each week. Now you can have a bunch of players and you don't have to cut down as much.
Okay.
All right. Let's go back to.
By the way, college football roster, though, 160 guys.
Yeah, you can have as many as you want, which is kind of insane.
It is.
Okay, we're going to go to tiebreaker.
For Padre tickets?
And we have to.
All right.
We're coming to the end here.
Okay.
Give me a line, 1 through 6.
Am I going to win the Padre tickets?
You are not.
I've been on a roll lately in this game. I'm going to say number for Padre tickets. There's 2 tickets. So number 2.
Number 2 is Ryan. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm on my way to the game.
Oh, okay.
Good for you, Ryan. All right. Well, make sure you drive safely, but get there and get your Jackson Merrill bobblehead.
That's right.
Sweet.
That's right. All right.
T-shirt, right? T-shirt.
Here is how the tiebreaker works. I'm going to ask Chris for a number. He's going to give me an answer, and Ryan's going to tell me whether or not the actual
What
number
athlete are we talking
We're actually
about?
doing it a little bit different today.
All right.
How many points did LeBron James score in his first NBA game?
What if I get it right on the money? Then you're going to have to come up with another one.
Then I will just say, I'm sorry, Ryan, but you're out.
Well, he's got 19 points in this first game, I'm pretty sure. For Cleveland?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's over or
I
under
gotta
that.
look this up then.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
All right.
Over or under then?
Over or under, Ryan?
Did he score more or less than 19 his very first game?
Over, he says.
Over.
That is correct.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I just looked it up. 25 points.
In his very first game?
October 29, 2003.
All right.
Wait a second. It's telling me that this game happened at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Yes.
No, it says 25 points. 25 points.
His very first regular season game
25 points.
Was against Sacramento.
25 points.
Sure.
Yep. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Well, stay on the line, Ryan. You have just won 2 tickets to see the Padres and the Pirates.
Yeah, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, and 2 turnovers in 42 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That is very good for a guy who never played in the NBA before that.
He was 19 years old. Maybe that's what I got confused with. How old was he?
He was probably 19. You're probably right about that because he came out of high school and he turns, I can't remember when his birthday is, but I think it's at the end of the year. So it could have been 19.
October 29th. Yeah, 25. All right. Ryan wins. We take a break. More Gwynn and Chris ahead. to be back with you. Who was the big winner there, Rick?
Ryan.
Ryan. Sorry, Ryan.
Yes.
Pretty sad that I can't remember that much. Like it was 8 minutes ago. Rick, Ryan, sad story. Hunter Green. Reds.
Oh, I know that he
Not
got put back
sad
on the
in
IL.
sense that, I mean, he's out till like the middle of next year and maybe all of next year. Another surgery, right elbow, UCL damaged. I bring it up a little bit because they just showed Mizorowski up there, and I know he's not pitching this week for the Brewers. But does anybody really believe that Mizorowski's going to be throwing this hard like all again next season for a whole nother year? I don't think too many people do. I'm not blaming the Brewers. They're using him properly. They're not over pitching him. 100 pitches, 105. He comes out of the game. It's just hard to believe that he's going to continue to throw that hard for that long without something going wrong.
I agree.
Hunter Green, I bring up, Hunter Green is a example of what I'm talking about. Hunter Green was one of the first guys throwing a hundo, right, with the Reds 2 or 3 years ago. How many times has he been on the injured list? How many surgeries has he had?
Too many.
Yeah, too many.
Which some guys maybe Mizorowski is just that guy who was built in a way where he's just never going to break down. It doesn't seem likely, but who knows?
It seems unlikely. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like, how does Dylan Cease never miss a start? Pitchers miss
pretty
starts
hard
all the time, but he never misses a start.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hope you're all right. Some of the guys who will be missing, along with Hunter Green, Devin Williams, Mets closer, put on the IL today. And
his career has taken a major
he's got
turn.
to get out of New York. Like he was in Milwaukee, unhittable. Yankees, Mets, not so much.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like go anywhere but New York.
Yeah. Remember he had the airbender pitch. Like everything was about how great he was.
Well, his changeup was the best one since Trevor.
Yeah.
Not working anymore.
No.
Griffin Jacks of the Rays, 15-day IL. Just looking for a couple of these guys. But Nathan Eovaldi, Texas, IL today. All right. Coming up in the next segment is our Big Five. It's a good one. It's a doozy. Final hour of the show. I'm going to have the schedule comparison between the Padres, the Phillies, and the Diamondbacks as we head into the final stretch for the wild card spots.
This is the final stretch.
I can tell you a little preview of that, though. The schedule, if you just go by the difficulty of schedule between now and the end of the season, the Phillies and the Padres will get the final 2 spots. Arizona's schedule is way harder on paper than both the other 2 teams.
I like the sound of that.
Tonight, it's not as hard, though. The Diamondbacks have the Rockies tonight while the Padres are playing the Brew Crew. Phillies, if you're wondering, tonight are in St. Louis. Gwynn and Chris is in a break and then coming back with the Big Five. 4:34. Time for the Big Five here in a moment. All the games are so much more important now. Mets are trying to play spoiler. Brent Beatty, grand slam on the top of the first here. Good start for the Metropolitans. They lead at Atlanta 5-0. Mets are still batting in the first inning. Later on, the Padres get the Brew Crew. Right now, the Brewers are the number 1 seed in the National League. The Braves are number 2. The Dodgers are number 3, which, as Tony pointed out, is where the Dodgers were last year. Dodgers had to play that first round. They did. They beat the Reds.
It was an easy win for them.
Well, yes, they won both games. I mean, again, though, it's 2 out of 3. Those are nerve-wracking. And
anything can truly happen.
Yes, and you get the Padres, potentially ending up in that 6th spot. Yeah, Padres Dodgers 3-game series in LA. We just storm our way in there, muscle all the Dodger fans out of their seats.
That would be cool.
Take over Dodger Stadium for the weekend.
I would be into that.
That would be fun.
I would be really into that.
I don't know if that can happen.
I don't think so either.
We'll see. Xander Bogaerts is not in the Padre lineup tonight. It's no wonder. 0 for 11 weekend. I didn't realize Xander has 1 home run since May 30th.
I felt like he's hit more.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought it feels like he's hit more, but I can't believe
none.
He hasn't.
According to this, he had none in June. He had 1 against Toronto in July, and he has none in August. It's a struggle for Xander. He only has 1 RBI in August.
There's nothing really to be said anymore.
No, you just, his career has been better than that.
Yes.
There's the nicest thing we can say at the moment. But I'm not going to give up on anybody because I gave up on the whole season about a month ago. So anything could turn.
So did I.
Skraby wants the Big Five. He's got it.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
Chris and I are broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios, where we know how. Tony Gwynn Jr. down at Petco Park for a pretty important series, I might add.
I think everyone is, seems like.
Adding that it's a pretty important series,
yeah,
I would hope
that
so.
goes without saying at this point.
It does go without saying. So, you know what?
Even though we've said it.
Yeah, like 10 times,
yeah,
which
right.
we should. Yeah. Let's get into something that happened over the weekend.
Number 5.
And that would be the great pitching performance that the Padres pitchers put on against Yordan Alvarez, the likely Triple Crown winner. He went 1 for 12.
Likely, huh? All right.
I thought that was when I heard him on Peacock, they were like basically crowning the guy already. It seemed like
they've already given him the Triple Crown.
Not really, but it seems like he's on his way towards it pretty easily.
I think
right?
No, not easily. He's certainly got.
He's still got like 7 weeks of season left,
and he has people that are actually chasing him in those 3 categories.
Right. Okay,
let me. They haven't conceded it to him yet.
Let me start this over. Let's say the possible Triple Crown.
Possible.
Winner.
There you go. Very good.
Winner.
And if the Padres have anything to say about it, he ain't going to come close to it.
Yeah, I mean they held him to 1 for 12, an RBI, a walk. All that came. The hit and the RBI came on Friday. They struck him out 3 times. Chris, what did the Padres do to stifle the possible Triple Crown winner?
Well, I did watch most of his at bats because I was kind of excited to watch him come in here and play. They didn't do anything different probably than every other team's doing, other than they just made good pitches. They executed their pitches, right? I mean, we've talked about it so many times. What's the old saying, Tony? Good pitching beats good hitting. And Yordan Alvarez is a good hitter, but the Padres just pitched him good. I didn't see a whole lot in the middle of the plate. I saw them, mixing things up, changing speeds. I thought of breaking balls, diving out of the zone, and fastballs, not letting him get his arms extended, that kind of thing. So unless you saw something different, Tony, I just thought the Padres executed really well.
What do you think, Tony?
No, I think that's exactly what it was. I think so often, first of all, being a good hitter like Jordan is so fickle, right? Because if you just look at the 1 for 12, he obviously did not have a great series. But I was here. He hit like 5 line drives right at people. He had just missed a couple where he missed clicking them by that much. But that also is, due to the execution on the pitching side. Like, oftentimes when there's a mistake made, it's usually not the wrong pitch. It's the bad execution of said pitch. And that's usually what gets pitchers in trouble. And I thought, as it pertained to Jordan, it really, the entire Astro offense outside of game 1, they really stifled that whole offense. That's a good offense over there that Padres kind of held down. And, that's a good sign for the Pods.
Yeah. I mean, look, get used to this here. We get into, the last 6 weeks. I mean, the pitching, I think, is going to be, maybe not, playoff level, but I think, teams, especially that are in the running, I mean, I think everybody's kind of, bearing down a little bit. These games mean a little more. These pitches mean a little more, especially with runners on base. And so, hitters are going to have to, hit tougher pitches, I think.
Number 4.
The NFL has updated its rule book on something that I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this. They're going to allow head coaches now to designate a sideline staff member to throw the red challenge flag on the team's behalf. Previously, only head coaches could do that. That's why you always see them fumbling with their sock or something, because the flag is in their sock.
I think Belichick was the originator of the sock.
He might have been.
Yeah,
He might have been.
Which for him was a good look, actually.
It was.
Yeah.
It was the fashionable part.
Yeah.
Rule 15, Section 1, Article 1 now states the coach or pregame designee can initiate a challenge before the next legal snap or kick. This has all been confirmed. The other challenge rules still apply, but they're thinking that using a proxy could reduce the emotion involved from the head coach throwing the flag. Now, the coaches don't have to do this, so they could still be the one to throw the flag. But, Tony, do you think this is something that should have changed?
I don't think it matters. Here's what I'll say is they're going to have to do more than just designate a said coach if indeed the issue is the head coach's emotional status, right? Because all he's going to do is now turn on said dude who's throwing the flag and be like berating him to throw the flag. So
if I'm the proxy guy and the kneecap cannibal charges at me, I'm just going to toss it out there.
Right.
Deal with him later.
I think if you probably would have to give that designated coach a headset, and there have to be someone just like there is in baseball relaying a message: challenge, don't challenge. Otherwise, I don't see this working no matter what proxy they give.
He's going to have to have a direct contact, or he or she.
For
He's
sure,
going to have a contact to who's ever looking at replays.
Chris, what do you think?
I think it's great.
You think it's great?
I do. First of all, the head coach has a few things. Yeah, the head coach has a few things to do. First of all.
But this is what I love is when they emotionally throw the flag out there for no reason.
But Tony just said the emotional is not going to change. If the coach wants it, it'll get thrown.
Right.
But we've taught, I've been, this is what, 10, 15 years now of replay. And I still think there's some teams that don't have it 100% figured out. And it is talking about $1 billion industry and games that are decided by some of these calls. You need to get this stuff right. I mean, we've been going through it all year with the ABS, so that's another story. But the NFL, I mean, if that guy's out of bounds and they call touchdown, you better get that damn flag out there. You just cost yourself your job, maybe, or whatever. So,
I mean, I think the penalty a penalty for a missed challenge is way steeper than
what do you mean
in baseball by losing
like
your
when
challenge.
when you don't throw it.
No. When you do throw it and you're wrong,
and
you lose
run
a
out.
timeout. I mean that's a big
in football
deal.
you
That's a big
well,
deal.
I'll be there in the NHL. If you challenge a goal that was scored and you say it shouldn't have counted, they look at it and you're wrong. Not only does a goal count, you get a delay a game penalty, and the other team goes immediately on the power play. So I like that. And I think the NFL, maybe the timeout, maybe even a 5-yard delay a game if you get stuff wrong, so that teams, don't use it haphazardly. But you got to get it right. It's important. It means everything. you got to have guys that are up in that booth who know the rules backwards and forwards, because the coaches don't. They think they do, but they don't. So I like this. I think it's good if the teams use it right.
All right.
I don't think it'll take away. I think it'll, like Tony said, it'll create some funny stuff when a coach is trying to get the guy to throw the flag.
He does. He just assaults him for the red flag. But I wonder.
Tackles him and takes the flag out of his pocket and throws it.
But I wonder, does that mean that the head coach cannot be the one to, because they're designating this person? They have to be the person, so they would have to, as Chris said, throw that person.
Well, the way
even better after
even
better after he's not allowed to throw the flag as a head coach. They're just going to flip the camera over to him, berating him for not throwing the flag.
That will be I can already see.
You can 100% see that.
I can see me asking a Big Five question about, was this too far by the head coach?
This is going to take 1 week for some crazy hijinks to
all right, you sold me. You've sold me. Sad story. Fish tie wearing Don Nelson passed away over the weekend at the age of, I believe, 86. He was the second winningest coach in NBA history, 1,335 wins, not including his 75 playoff victories. He coached 11 seasons with the Milwaukee Bucks, 11 seasons with the Warriors in 2 different stints, 1 season with the Knicks, and then 8 seasons with the Dallas Mavericks. So, Chris, what is Don Nelson's legacy other than his fish ties?
Yeah, well, the fish tie is not at the top of the list, actually. Don Nelson had an unbelievable career. He's one of the greats. He really, truly is. And unfortunately, in his passing now, I think, you start reading some of the things that he's responsible for, people are going to realize just how, remarkably good this guy was. Now, the first bit of his legacy is that he hit a game-winning shot in Game 7 of the 1969 NBA Finals to beat the Lakers at the Forum. So he's beloved in Boston forever. And then the coaching part of it, I didn't realize, but when he was with the Dallas Mavericks, their GM, he found Dirk Nowitzki and actually, get this, hid Dirk Nowitzki in the basement of his son's house for a month so that Nowitzki would not go out and work out anywhere and another team could see him play.
This is such a Don Nelson
That is
thing.
how sure Don Nelson was that Nowitzki was the guy. Don Nelson was right. And even Dirk Nowitzki says, hey, he knew stuff about me before I knew it about me. And then the final thing is he was the guy who basically begged the Warriors to go for Steph Curry. And one last thing, Steve Kerr, I read it last night. I'm probably going on too long about Don Nelson, not saving any for you, Tony. Sorry, but the Run TMC that you watched in the Warriors day with Hardaway and Mullen and
Richmond.
Yeah, Richmond. That was a precursor to basketball that you see now. Teams did not put 3 guards out there and run around and go up and down the court back then. Basketball. Yes. Don Nelson is an innovator. And, I think in his passing, I've certainly realized that. So I'm going to miss him.
Tony?
Yeah, for sure. One of the greats. Chris did take most of the meat off the bone there.
I know, I'm sorry.
What other thing, Tony?
I was really excited to talk about it coming into work today.
He did forget his ultimate get back, which was after he was let go from Dallas. He took over the Golden State Warriors. They had the number 8 seed, and they took out those very same Dallas Mavericks, one of the greatest playoff series in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
That was this team with Steven Jackson and
Baron Davis,
Baron Davis,
Matt Barnes, Monte Ellis.
They
were like the misfit kids that went out and beat the number 1 seed. So he had some great accomplishments.
Kalena Azubuike. If you can't tell, I was in San Francisco during this.
Yeah, I know that was right in your middle of your.
I can't even tell you.
Years.
Going to the bars and just the elation. I can't even. I'm getting chills right now thinking about how excited people were for this whole thing.
Well, that was your boy.
Sports brings people together.
That was your boy Don Nelson. Sure. And I last thing too, Tony. Don Nelson did not win a championship, and he is proof, or as a coach, but he is proof that winning a championship is sometimes, not indicative of how great you can be.
For sure.
Because he's still great.
Especially in basketball.
Yeah, he's still great.
All right. Let's get to our next one.
Number 2.
Brooks Koepka has missed the PGA Tour's FedEx Cup playoffs, and he was actually quite critical of himself after the round. Here he is talking with the media.
Yeah, pretty disappointed. I think it's pretty pathetic that I can't get through. 0 top 10s basically in 2 years. So that's to be in the prime of your career and be as good as I think I am. I think that's very pathetic, disappointing. Just need to go home and completely reevaluate everything.
I don't know why I love this so much. He is brutally
because
honest.
you hate him. That's
I
why.
actually like him now. I do. Because
doesn't feel like it. Feels like you're loving his demise right now.
Yeah.
Well, I just love how he put it because no one can be worse to someone than your own self. Tony, you're up first. How has Brooks changed over the years from before Live to after Live, or has he changed at all?
I think sports for most of us that play. I mean, there are the elite, and even they have some of these moments at times. They all have it. They just have very few of them. Sports is the ultimate humbler. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you will be humbled about whatever it is you're doing. I don't care how great you are, right? I mean, LeBron, you can point to his first run there after Miami, after doing all the stuff. He came there, he got humbled, and then he came back better, right? Magic Johnson. We can go, the list goes on. Michael Jordan. All of them have been humbled at some point. And maybe this is Brooks Koepka's time. I mean, that doesn't sound like the same brash Brooks Koepka that we used to hear from often. And a lot of times when you are struggling at your whatever sport it is, you lose that confidence. And it is a humbling thing that happens. And it's usually good for us at some point, right?
Yeah.
All of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's probably what Brooks is going through a little bit right now. He's being humbled. He's not playing good golf. He can't poke out his chest and be like, I'm him. Not right now. He can't. And it seems like he's having that realization as he's kind of pretty honestly evaluating himself right now in his golf game.
He's going to go back and reevaluate everything, it seems like. And he said it. Chris, how has he changed over the years?
Now, before I want to say my partner, I thought that was a really good breakdown of not only Brooks Koepka, but a lot of athletes. And I think it applies to all of us. We all, get knocked down and, can we get up? It's a really important thing. It's a lesson sports teaches us. So I think that was important what he said. Now that I said something really nice to Tony, I'm going to take you and me and him back to the day all of us golfed a few years ago. And every time Tony hit a tee shot that went wayward, we had my phone playing the song, Baby Come Back. Do you remember that?
Right.
All right. So we did that. I would like to get a clip of Brooks Koepka right there, and I'd like to put it in my phone, the one that says, I'm terrible. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. If I'm as good as I think I am, this is pathetic. Because that is how I feel on the golf course all the time. So I'd like to play it every time I dunk one into the lake.
Okay, I can make that happen.
Thank you.
That happen. It's not positive reinforcement, though. So
I know, but he's saying what we all say to ourselves.
I wish I had an opportunity to play Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba because you said we get knocked down and then we get up again.
Yeah.
You ain't never going to keep me down.
Very good.
Number 1.
All right, no sports related here. I was walking over the weekend with Lucky, my dog, and I encountered a coyote. It was far enough away, but I had to walk like around it to get by it and out of the danger. So I didn't really know what to do. And this coyote was just staring at us, like putting his head down like he was going to charge or something. And I got a little scared. I'm not going to lie. I thought we were going to be fighting a coyote. So I picked up a rock. And I was going to throw, apparently, I don't know, my plan was to throw the rock at the coyote if he charged us. And so luckily...
This is the same guy who had like labral surgery on his shoulder not that long ago?
Yep. This arm right here. God. It was a big enough rock that I think if it hit the coyote, it would definitely scare the coyote.
Yeah, I don't want the PETA people to worry. I've seen Skraby's accuracy. He wasn't going to hit the coyote.
PETA's got nothing on this coyote. This coyote was looking for lunch, and I was not about to give it, but it was a little nerve-wracking, I have to say. So, Chris, you're up first.
Yeah.
What would you have done if you were in my position?
Well, I see this happen to me often. We have coyotes where I walk at our house. So, number one, everybody on that trail is pretty nice. And if they're coming up the other way, they will tell you there's a coyote down there.
Can I stop you for a second? That is a must.
Yeah.
Among community members.
Right. People will help. Secondly, if we have the dog, we just leave. We don't even bother. Third, because coyotes have been spotted, we don't have the dog anymore. Because we just don't walk there. Like we don't even go. So
you mean it didn't get eaten by a coyote? You said we
no.
don't
Our
have the
dog would
anymore.
not be presented as possible lunch for the coyote. Is what I'm
Kylie
saying.
would be right in the
just
wheelhouse.
I think you avoid it best you can. But yeah, in your situation of throwing a rock, probably not great. Probably turning around and walking the other way would be a little.
I couldn't.
Discretion would be the better part.
That could be looked at as something being provoked at that point. You're throwing a rock.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean you couldn't? You came in one way, turn around and go out.
I didn't see the coyote, but it was peeking its head out as I was coming back. So I had to go by him to get out of where I was. And that was it. Tony, what would you have done if you saw a coyote on a walk?
I'd have just walked the other way. It's not.
But what
really
if you
that
can't?
serious.
You have to go by this area.
Then I would stand there until nightfall until the coyote left.
No, that's the worst.
If I had to go by it, I might pick up a rock too. But I know my aim is a little bit better.
Yeah, you're also a former Major League Baseball player,
so I might be able to pick him off. I'm just saying. So
here's the bottom line,
and that's only if I had to walk by him in order.
You had to.
And here's the bottom line for everyone listening, and Tony and myself. None of us in this story are concerned about your well-being.
Oh, I'm not either.
No, we're only concerned about the dog.
I'm not concerned about my own well-being
just
at
so
all.
we know. Okay.
I feel like I have a better chance of fighting a coyote than my dog does.
I don't know.
I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it.
I can't see you biting the coyote.
Oh, I would bite the coyote. Oh, I would bite the coyote. All right, that's it for the Big Five. When we get back, big series. I don't know if we've said it today enough. Big series against the Brewers will get you set for On the Other Side. 97.3 The Fan.
course, down at Petco Park. He has an assignment tonight, along with Jesse Agler. That is to describe the action when the Padres host the Brew Crew. Milwaukee coming into town with the best record in Major League Baseball. Padres coming in a game back of both the Phillies and the Diamondbacks for the final wild card spot in the National League. Phillies are just underway in St. Louis. No score. Phillies had a couple of guys on in the first inning. Skraby. Arise hit a bullet. He's still batting cleanup, by the way, Luis Arise.
I think 7th straight game or something.
Yeah, he's batted cleanup every game since he's joined the Phillies. He hit a bullet down the first baseline. And somebody described him this way to me the other day, and it's absolutely perfect. The beer leaguer first baseman, Alec Burleson.
He does look like that.
He looks like a beer league guy. Made the catch of the line drive, and then an all-out dive, like totally
Superman
airborne drive by
Yeah.
Burleson, reaching out with the glove, tagged Bryce Harper, who of course isn't sliding back into first because that would take effort, and tags him out for the double play.
He's got to save his effort, Chris.
Well, I like to point it out on Bryce Harper because I do, I have to be consistent. These guys don't hustle all the time. They do when they think it's necessary. But on that play, Bryce Harper should not have been tagged out had he slid back into first base. He did not double play. Good for him.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada boom, bada bing. By the way, bad news if you're a Dodger hater. Blake Snell expected to return to the mound tomorrow. He's not pitched since May the 9th. He's made one start this season.
Not a shocker.
That's about his average through August every year is one start or two.
It is crazy.
I mean, really, we like Blake here. We've been fans of his the whole time. He was a Padre guy. He was always on the show. But, I mean, the facts are the facts. Since he's gone to the Dodgers, he pitches like 2 games, and then in September he goes, I'm ready. And then he throws,
He did that with the Giants, too. Remember?
It's good work if you can get it.
He actually did show some frustration on social media a few months back when fans were starting to get a little sick of
people
him.
were suggesting that he was kind of just holding out.
And he goes
he's like,
if I could pitch, I would pitch.
Yeah.
But you know what? It
is a little ironic that 2 years in a row now he's basically been able to rest during the regular season.
Yeah.
And then been able to just be totally fresh in August and September. Same for Tyler Glasnow, who's going to be coming back soon for the LA Crew. As it were. Yeah, I know.
Hey, they lost Shohei. Apparently, he's only going to be an opener if he does pitch again this year, according to
that changes every
Dave
10
Roberts.
minutes with Shohei Ohtani.
I don't disagree with you.
I've had enough of him. Here's a guy that I'm interested in returning. Joe Musgrove to the Padres. It's getting sound like it's real.
Yeah.
Isn't it, Skraby?
It definitely sounds like it's real.
Rehab start seemed to go well. Joe spoke to the media today. And, let's start and work our way back. Let's go back over the last 2 years with Joe Musgrove. After all, he, as far as we know, is not – this is mean. He's not Blake Snell. He doesn't like to sit out the whole year and then pitch in September. I think Joe Musgrove wants to be pitching all the time, but he has not been able to.
What has the prevailing emotion the last 2 years been?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's fluctuated, really. I mean, hopeless at times, hopeful at times, but just never anything consistent enough to really hold on to and build on. It's just, I have good days, never good weeks or good months. Never felt like I was really progressing consistently in a good direction. Just kind of felt like I was, swimming upstream for a long time there. So it's just nice to have some relief and, have some excitement and pep in my step when I go out to throw every day now, feeling good and being able to actually work on some things. So feeling in a good spot.
That's good to hear.
Very good.
The one thing he said there is what we all go through when we are trying to recover from whatever it is, an injury or we're sick, anything. You have hopeless days, he said.
Yeah. I can understand why he would feel that way.
You have hopeful days, but you have hopeless days. You do. You're like, what if I never come back? That has to come through his mind.
That's a human thought.
Yeah. Well, why I'm at it. Blake Snell doesn't have that thought. He knows he'll be back. All right. Sorry, Blake and Blake fans. I'm just goofing around now. All right. Secondly, with Joe Musgrove, last rehab start. Let's hear in his words how he felt in and coming out of that.
Able to get my 4-ups in. It's pretty efficient with pitches, a lot of strikes. I felt physically good with just about everything. Made some adjustments to pitches that hadn't been super consistent for me over the last 2 weeks. And it's mainly me changing an old grip that I used to have to something new to avoid, some discomfort. I feel like now I'm at the point where I'm getting back to my old grips and feeling more normal with it. So I'm seeing more consistent shapes with my breaking balls. A lot of breaking balls in the zone, a lot of fastballs in the zone. I just kind of struggled with the 2-strike expansion pitches. I feel like I had a lot of opportunities to get punch outs and get more swing and miss, but just wasn't really getting to the clean spots, another ball or two high or a ball or two underneath, and I maybe get swing and miss. But for where I'm at, having not faced hitters in a while, I feel really happy with where I'm at, and I feel like this is a normal progression to have an issue with getting the 2-strike pitches where I need to, as opposed to not finding the zone at all. So feel good, happy with the fact that I'm throwing strikes. Just got to work on expanding the zone a little bit.
I'm happy to hear that he's at least getting to the 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't getting to that before he returned. So, yeah. Anyway, so when can we expect? I mean, I don't think he knows the exact date. The Padres certainly aren't announcing a date. But I'm starting to think, the end of this month is certainly not out of the question. It's August 10th. Another 10 days, 2 weeks. We talked about it in the Big Five or the Padres Pen Pals. Even if he comes back and throws 4 innings and then they piggyback, that is huge.
Yeah.
Just, to get Musgrove back. Don't forget, along with being a really good pitcher, he's an emotional leader of this team. That means something. And to see him out there having success would be a big boost. So when? How much longer? How much deeper does he have to go in, rehab before he thinks he could be ready?
Do you have an indication how both of they want to be pitch-wise before you join this team?
I've talked to AJ. Nothing's really set in stone, but I don't think he's looking for another 3 to 4 inning starter. I think he wants, a starter that can pitch postseason games and somebody that can give us some length down the last month or so of the season. So that's ultimately what I want. I want to get back in games. So if it was getting back sooner at 3 innings, I would take that. But I think having the assistance of Robbie and Casey, showing up at the deadline gives us a little bit more leeway to stretch those guys out a little bit more and give myself and Nick and, give us the time that we need to get built up to a normal starting depth. So I'm hoping, one more start, maybe back here at 75, 80 pitches. I think I threw around 55 yesterday. So significant jump. It's usually a 10 to 15 pitch jump every outing. So doing the math, it sounds like 2 more, but maybe 1 more if I'm super sharp.
There you go.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, 1 more start, 2 more starts. We could see Joe Musgrove by the middle of August or middle of next week.
Yeah,
not this week. Middle of next week. And we were looking at the schedule earlier. Skrabe.
Yes, we were.
Now
now you've lost it.
I haven't lost it. I can find it, but I've gone off that page. The middle of next week puts Joe Musgrove pitching in maybe home for Minnesota, home for Pittsburgh.
Ooh, against
24th, 25th. Yeah, team that drafted him, Pirates.
I like that he's even thinking about it in terms of I want to put up a bunch of innings and throw a bunch of pitches.
Yeah, he didn't want to pitch 4 innings.
Yeah. He wants to do it all.
But it also is this day and age, and I don't care what he wants and what I want, and we all want. His first start, there'll be some sort of 65 pitch limit or whatever. So if that's 4 innings, it'll be 4 innings. I don't foresee them going, let it roll, Joe. We'll come get you in the 8th or 9th inning when you're tired.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen either.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot for the Pittsburgh series 2 weeks from today. Yeah, we'll see.
I think that's fair.
They got a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday day game. You got a day off on that Thursday, and then at Tampa Bay. I wouldn't want to start at Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay never swings the bat, and you'll throw 2 innings and 100 pitches against them.
That is true.
More Gwynn and Chris is coming.
You definitely don't want to come back against Tampa
I don't
Bay.
think so.
No,
so I'm going to say Pittsburgh. But speaking of the schedule, how about a comparison? Who has the edge? Padres, Diamondbacks, or Phillies? 3 teams, 2 spots. We'll break that down when Gwynn and Chris returns.
Search for
hour time. Gwynn and Chris, 97.3 The Fan. Tony Gwynn Jr. down at the ballpark. Skraby and I broadcasting live here at the Bill House Studios. We know how. And, of course, you know what I'm doing when I talk this slow, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
I'm looking for this. Happy Hour is brought to you by GL Pools.
It's in the same spot.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I can find that. The company is trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pool sparkling, swim ready, and expertly maintained. We love them. GL Pools. Call them now, and when you do, say the word radio. That'll get you rolling. A free month of service.
Sorry, I messed that up. 20% off new service plans in 2026.
Oh,
Let me read
changed
the,
the
one.
Promotion.
I did this poorly. You can blame it on me. You can make sure your pool's ready. Call now and mention radio for 20% off new service plans in 2026.
Gotcha.
Just want to make sure we have it up to date.
It's kind of that time of year where games are more important. So I'll throw a couple of quick scores. Mets 6-2 over the Braves. Top of the third, Brett Beatty has a grand slam for the New Yorkers. Phillies 2-0 over the Cardinals. They're in the middle of the second. Thank you, Cardinals. American League, some playoff type matchups. Baltimore, Minnesota scoreless in the third. Boston, Toronto scoreless in the fifth. You're up to date. We didn't talk, and we're going to get into the schedules in a second. The Padres, Phillies, and Diamondbacks. Who has the edge there? But we didn't talk much about the Hall of Fame inductions, and we mentioned Roger Craig because of the sad story about his dementia diagnosis.
Yeah.
We did not mention Drew Brees, and we really should. Drew Brees is a pretty big part of our community. He still lives here, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I mean, he had the celebrity golf tournament for years and years.
Oh, I saw him. I remember I stood behind him in line at the Padres game earlier this year. So
Drew Brees is a big part of this community, and I mean, he goes into the Hall of Fame. I think we all kind of just expected that, but you got to remember when it comes to long shot guys going into the Hall of Fame, Drew Brees has to be one of the longest shots on the board. Because when he left the Chargers in a heap, tackled down by the goal line in that last game of the season against Denver, and he couldn't lift his arm. You know what that was like, Skraby? You couldn't lift your arm for a while.
I couldn't. It was terrible.
Yeah, well, you're not in the Hall of Fame.
I'm
he
not.
is.
And my job wasn't to throw a football.
I understand, but
which would be so scary if I was Drew Brees. I mean, that would be really bad.
And there was it's an old story now, but it bears repeating. There were two teams that even were willing to look at him.
Mm-hmm.
And I always make fun of the Dolphins because they probably had the first crack, but Nick Saban said no. Actually, his doctors said no. Nick Saban went with the doctors there. But you should also almost give Miami some credit because at least they looked.
Yeah.
The other 30 teams didn't even look.
You're right.
And then there was the Saints and Sean Payton, and he brought him in, and the rest is history and a Hall of Fame for Drew Brees. So congrats to Drew and his family. That's an incredible honor. The other guy we didn't talk about that I think is a great player that went into the Hall of Fame is Larry Fitzgerald. And real quick question for you, Skraby, because you're big on the football. If you had to name your all-time starting lineup, only two receivers can run out there. You're quarterbacking, and everyone's going to put Jerry Rice on one side. That's just the way it goes. Jerry Rice is always going to be the GOAT. But who's on your other side? Is it Fitzgerald? I mean, he's right there. He's second. Fitzgerald is in yardage to Rice.
His stats are incredible.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people would go with Randy Moss there, and Moss is fourth in yards. So, I don't know. Neither of them won a Super Bowl, if that matters to you. You know who's third in receiving yardage, by the way, in between Fitzgerald and Moss? T.O., your guy.
Well, I was just about to say T.O. could be another option.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, as great as he is, I don't put him in the Fitzgerald Moss category.
Randy Moss gave up on the Raiders.
Larry
Fitzgerald
troubling.
would never give up on any team.
Yeah. Moss was – I went to a Raider Bronco game once in Denver on a Sunday night. and Moss was there playing for the Raiders.
Okay.
And it was embarrassing.
Like, because he wasn't running. He just wasn't doing anything.
No, I thought his career was over. I'm like, why are you even playing? And then the Patriots got him, and he got 30 touchdowns. And they're like,
that is very annoying.
Yeah. So for that alone, I'm going to put Fitzgerald in my starting spot.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Fitzgerald just a classier guy. Although Moss is, really his life is pretty good, and he's come through some stuff. So
yeah.
I like Moss, but I think Fitzgerald gets a nod. Anyway,
he's
into the Hall of Fame.
He was such a consistent receiver for years and years and years.
Is there anything to be said for staying with the Cardinals?
Yeah, there is, because they were terrible for a lot of the time that he was there. Yes, yep. Did they go to World Series? Did they go to the Super Bowl? Yeah.
And when they were there, he almost brought him to the victory.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He made a hell of a play there to put him out in front.
I met Larry Fitzgerald one time when I was at a Super Bowl Radio Row. Nicest guy you could. He like sat down and talked to me, Chris. Like, you don't see that happen.
I won't even do that.
No, I don't want you to.
No.
Le'Veon Bell just gave me his trash and walked on by.
He did.
I'll never
Tell us
forget
that story again. What were you, the Radio Row guy?
At Radio Row in Minnesota, and I was waiting for the host to come back to our table, and Le'Veon Bell's walking around, and he just puts a half-eaten container of French fries and a bunch of ketchup on my table like I was the trash guy. And I almost said, hey, come back and get your trash, but I didn't, obviously. But I will never forget that. It was such a moment of, I am better than you. Here is my trash.
Yeah, I don't like when people give you the I am better than you thing, but truth does hurt sometimes.
Hey, well, Le'Veon Bell is not better than me. Because guess what? He talked himself out of a career. I am still doing my career.
You're better than him.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, the Padres have, including tonight, 43 games remaining, Skrabe. And that breaks down to 14 series. There are 3-game series. There's one 4-game series in there for the Padres, and I believe that's in Colorado. Everything else is a 3-game series. Of those 14 series left for the Padres, they have 5 against current playoff teams.
Okay.
So that means they have 9 that aren't.
Yeah. I like that.
All right. The Brewers, this series is one of those. The other ones, they have the Yankees coming here. They go to Tampa Bay. They play at the Dodgers. And then they finish here with Arizona. That's the Padre. Now, it doesn't mean the other games are all automatic, but it's trying to give you a little comparison. The Phillies also have 14 series left, and they also have 5 against playoff teams. The Phillies matchups are the Atlanta at home, Houston at home, Milwaukee at home, Tampa Bay at home for the Phillies. The Phillies have 1 road series against a current playoff team, but lo and behold, it's at Arizona. So that could be an interesting one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, there's some crossover there that the Padres need.
So the Padres have 5 series. The Phillies have 5. The Diamondbacks have 9 series against playoff teams left. So right there, that's a decent advantage for the Padres and for the Phillies. It doesn't guarantee anything, but that's a nice thing. Here's who the Diamondbacks still have. Cubs at home, Phillies at home, Yankees at home, Texas at home. And they go to Atlanta, Boston, Houston, San Diego. So I think I said 9. They have 8.
That's not easy.
8 left for the Diamondbacks, 5 for the Phillies and the Padres. So, again, it's still got to play the games. We saw the A's beat the Red Sox 2 out of 3 this week in Fenway Park. So, you
do have to play the games, but I do think the Diamondbacks they make me really nervous as someone who wants to see the Padres in the playoffs. They seem like they've kind of figured it out.
I don't know. There's one thing that the Diamondbacks do not have, and they don't even have a semblance of that. And that's a bullpen. Now, they have some guys that are in the bullpen. The Diamondbacks, by the way, today released Paul Sewald who was their
Really?
closer for most of the season. He has been let go.
Wow.
So
what are they going to do now?
Well, they're going to mix and match, I think. They had gone with, I'm trying to look him up here, Brandon Garcia, I believe his name is. He saved 2 or 3 games, a left-hander. Brandon Garcia. But I don't know. They won Murillo, Ginkle, Kevin Ginkle, who's been there before. Taylor Clark is another right-hander. They could go all kinds of different ways, and I will just say I'd rather have Morejon and Miller. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
With Adam coming back.
Yes.
So the Diamondbacks, Ryan Thompson's another potential, Jonathan Loaizaga. So they got a bunch of guys that are, to me, that are like 6th and 7th inning guys. I don't know if they have any 9th inning guys at all.
And where your bullpen is exposed is the playoffs for sure.
Well, let's hope they don't have to be exposed. Let's hope they don't get there.
I would love that as well.
But also understand that these are going to be playoff style games. The other thing for the Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen has not been healthy. And when he has, they'd almost rather him not be. Merrill Kelly's been really not good, I think, until yesterday. Pitched a good game. Was it yesterday against the Dodgers? I think he pitched well yesterday. But there is one note that is in favor of the Diamondbacks. Corbin Burns says he will be ready by the end of August. That seems to be pushing it because I don't even know that he's throwing yet.
I haven't even heard about him coming back.
But according to Buster Olney's story today, on ESPN, there's a whole list of guys that could be coming back. Corbin Burns is on that list. Could see him make a couple of starts in September is what I'm saying.
You know what? I'll take my chances.
You'll take your chances?
Yeah,
Okay.
Guy hasn't pitched in a long time.
Right. But that's something that the Diamondbacks
Same thing could be said about Joe Musgrove.
Right. We get Musgrove, maybe Pavetta. So I'll take that. Now the Phillies, look, they got Duran. He's a great closer. He's probably almost as good as Miller. But ahead of him, they have no Morejon type.
No.
And one of the guys they got from the Giants was Killian, right-hander, Caleb Killian.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the IL today.
That's always great when you trade for a guy that's going to be an important
you
part.
feel good about that.
And then they go to
Phillies.
the IL.
Yeah. Now, the other guy that they had was Keller, right-hander. I think Brad Keller. He's been hurt too. So, the Phillies bullpen, Alvarado, he's been in and out. The Phillies.
I mean, but he is scary to see.
He
you don't want
scares
to go
me.
Alvarado to Duran.
But what scares me more about Alvarado is the 2022 version of Alvarado. This one doesn't scare me as much anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, just a little scouting report ahead. But the schedule, honestly, based on what I just said, the schedule favors the Padres and the Phillies. The Diamondbacks have their work cut out for them based on that. Now, the Marlins are still a little in the hunt. They're 3 back, so only 2 back of the Padres. So you have to consider them a little bit. But for the most part, I like it.
Teams have just fallen off from the National League a little bit.
Yes, Pirates, Cardinals, Nationals, Reds. They're kind of
those are all teams that we
fallen
were
out
watching, but now they're
now they could all get back in if you win one of those Red Sox streaks or something, but seems unlikely.
Wouldn't that be nice if the Padres just rattled off like a 20-game streak or something like that?
20,
That'd be amazing.
20,
That'd be amazing.
You're shooting for 20.
Someone told me over the weekend they're looking forward to seeing the Padres win the division, and I was like, wow. Win the division.
Dodgers got to keep coming back to earth.
Which they could. They could. I mean, Blake Snell coming back tomorrow.
Glasnow after that.
They just got an embarrassment of riches on their IL.
How much money did the Giants waste on Matt Chapman, would you say?
A lot. Because he is out for the rest of the year.
But even last year, he was just 6 years, $151 million. Wow. He stays till 2030. Good luck with the Giants there. 7 home runs.
Remember when he yelled at Casey Schmidt?
Casey Schmidt could go tell Matt Chapman to stay the hell on the DL at this point. Casey Schmidt ended up as a hero before he went on the IL.
He did.
It's been a good year for ex-Aztecs to this point, for sure. All right, Skraby, we're done. Here come. We're the ham and eggers.
Yeah.
You got old Sammy Lev coming in with a real pregame show. Gwynn and Chris is back tomorrow. Alden Gonzalez, I think he's one of the best there is. He'll be on from ESPN tomorrow. Tony, me, and Skraby at 2 o'clock. Enjoy the game tonight, everyone.